Hey, welcome, Anime Lately fans. How you guys doing? Legendary Vash here, your head lead of Anime Lately. Is Ray gonna do? Is Sam gonna do his intro today? We're about to find out. Did we start on time? No, we didn't. We never start on time. You should not count on us about that. But let's have a fun show. We're gonna be talking about God Punch, Demon Slayer. Many animes got canceled and postponed and everything like that. So let's have a good time. Let's have fun. So let's start the intro. Hey guys, Sam.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all doing? Welcome to another episode of the Anime Lately podcast. I'm your host, Sam the Manga Man, and here with me are more brotakus. Introducing first, the Game Master, the divine god woken of divinity, the director of anime, Mr. King of Games himself, Ray Apollo. Our next creature is the demon in the Black Clover community. He has a great love for Weekly Shonen Jump, the Hurricane Typhoon, the Legend Vash, Miguel Our next co-host is the CEO of the Careful for Spoilers podcast network, founder of the No Anime, No Life Facebook group. He is JB Exclusive, the great and talented JB, James Barnes. How y'all doing?
Great.
I'm here. I got wine again. We're good.
Hey, me too.
Episode
right
46. Let's do it.
Sorry,
Episode 46.
I'm whiskeying this episode.
It is great to be here. Like I spoke to you guys and everything. I had a bad last night and everything, so it feels good to get the positivity and be with my my bro tacos and everything, and just talk with you guys. Just chat it up and everything. So I'm really happy to be here, and I'm happy that Sam had a long intro, so I could finish my last 3 bites, even though I have 1 bite left. So I'm gonna find my opportunity to finish my last bite somewhere throughout the show. Who knows when?
My bad. If I knew you were about to eat something, I would have opened my breath and all right, wait till you finish eating, and he swallows. Done.
Whoa, hey. Come down with those words right there. Huh? Come down with those words there.
Why don't you just eat?
Yeah, thank you. I'm like, oh, yeah, I eat. I don't swallow. I eat. That's
No,
all
you
say.
do. You do. Don't worry. It's fine to admit it. Don't worry. Everybody does. It's a human thing. What is wrong with you?
Him in his dirty mind.
Jesus did too, but don't worry about that. All right? That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you're totally right. Totally.
I know. I was there.
Well, of course you are God, so it makes total sense.
No, I'm really not. I just bought a shirt that said that, and y'all ran with that, so it's fine. Yeah.
You are God woken though. God woken, not the God.
And you are the king of games. That's for sure.
I'll take that one, but I ain't that woke, so it's all good.
That's all good. It's all
Very
good.
true.
But for sure, this is gonna be a good episode because there's a lot to talk about. But we got to go into our anime and manga watchings. Let's start with Tower of God episode 3 that came out today.
By the way, for those who have not, go watch Ray's video right now. So if you haven't,
No, don't go right
wait,
now.
yeah,
You wait until this is done,
yes,
and then you go watch it.
Yes.
Jeez.
After the show, go watch it. It's already been out for an hour and a half of this recording, so definitely go watch it. Right after the show.
Mm-hmm.
But so many goddamn questions.
But Tower God's great.
What?
I love Tower God.
Yeah,
Tower God's fantastic.
So many questions and then so many small appearances and reviews. And wow. Well, the test was the first thing that came into mind. And well, it was interesting for sure. It's like, all right, within 10 minutes, open a door that you think leads you to the entrance of this test. And next thing you know, like you have the smart one trying to figure out, all right, there's a clock, there's all these 12 doors, what's been going on, and then flashbacks of his entire life, which is good because we didn't know much about him.
I mean, I'm not gonna say his entire life, but probably like a flashback to like the worst day of his life.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah.
Literally the worst day of his life.
Day of his life.
Literally, it's just that we just a glimpse of how much he can't trust people.
Yeah, this one moment, he can no longer trust people.
It defined his entire life. It defined the rest of his life.
One bad day. His own one bad day.
And it makes sense why what's the guy named Leo? Right? His that's trying to promote black coffee. It makes sense why he
the black banana.
Yeah, the black banana. I was laughing when Ray said it because
they need a name change that
because I said black coffee, I'm like, but then he said black banana. I was like, oh, that's it.
Nah, it's black banana coffee, man.
I was laughing about that. But
on brand.
Did anybody notice the quick cameo of Zoro's outfit throughout the episode?
No, I wouldn't pay attention to that. No.
I did not.
Yeah, Zoro's outfit was in the camera of behind the character's he was wearing the white and the green vest that he used to wear in the pre-time skip of One Piece. So I was like, oh
yes,
cool.
I would totally know. No.
You just guys
not.
started to read one
No.
way, but it's true. You guys are reading in black and white, so you guys wouldn't really know his.
Thank you for realizing that. I really appreciate that.
It's true because it makes sense. You guys rather read 900 chapters instead of watching episodes. So it makes total sense. Yeah.
My God, but I did notice the terrible blow up doll that they put in this episode that I hated. I hated that thing.
That balloon looking thing.
Yeah, what was the choice behind that design?
It was supposed to be hideous, and they succeeded. That thing was hideous, and I hated it. I could not believe that. I was like, wow, this thing is like the worst thing I've ever seen.
Your passion towards the hatred was funny because I was like, damn, Ray, you hate, and you just made him.
It offended me with how ugly it was.
When I saw it like as an ugly version of a clown because I'm like, why does this balloon have way too many colors? Like, shouldn't it be just a two-color skin? But no, it has a green, it had a blue, it had an orange, it had a red. I'm like, boy, you ugly.
Balloons can be multiple colored, but that whole character design just looks.
I mean, and then they gave it the creepy murder face, and I'm like, nah, I'm good. I was real good on that.
But then once we find out that this balloon was actually helping or assisting them to kind of guide them to the right path.
I wouldn't say assist.
Exactly, because that could have been like a ploy to trick you into believing the reverse, which would have made you fail.
Yeah, exactly.
So it was kind of like, oh, let's see what kind of people they are and how they deduce information given to them before a test. Yeah. I was like, oh, okay, I see what you did there. I probably would have failed because I'm like, man, get your creepy ass away from me. Like, I'm not listening to you. And so, yeah, that probably be like, yep, fail. But I thought that character was the perfect medium for that information, I think. Mostly because it led me to not really like believe what he said too. Which I was like, well, it worked.
Yeah.
It definitely worked, but he just didn't trust people in general, so that's why it didn't work for him. So it's like, well, but the Rack, can we talk about the star of the show?
Yes,
Rack the leader, Rack the genius, Rack the tactical.
The Rack with his great instincts.
That's called animal instinct. He literally said it's instinct. Yeah, of course. You're like, huh? You're like, nah, I just want to find a door. But I kind of had an idea. Like, if you have 12 doors and you have a matter up to decision, you cannot take too long. So I had a feeling while I was watching the episode before I started to edit Ray's video is when I'm like, okay, this probably is the best route. Like, they don't have to decide any door. But then once he said, like, you cannot think too much because if you overthink, you will lose precious time that you could have used for something else. That's why I felt like of the kind of message that he was trying.
It was once you started. If you actually paid attention to the clock, you could see that the numbers were like there were certain numbers that were bigger than others.
Yeah.
And that showed you how much faster the time was progressing than they told you. And I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But I was like, well, and when it says instinct, I call BS. He just kicked open a door because he was annoyed.
Yeah, he was. He really was.
Because any door would have worked, and I'm like, instinct. All right.
Because what I was thinking is that,
hey, what would you have said?
I took a guess.
Right? That's fine. You'd be like,
instinct sounds cooler.
It does, exactly. It does sound way cooler. But I'd be like, I don't know, I guess.
It worked for some people. It'd be like, yeah, I used my tiger instinct to figure out which door to take and all that stuff like that.
Now, with seeing this episode, I understand why people said that Bomb is not in everybody's top 10 favorite characters because I see that.
Why would he be your top 10 favorite characters in 3 episodes?
He has so much growing.
No, from what,
if you walked up to me and said, "Wow, man, Bomb is in like to my top 5 characters," I'll be like,
why? From what I heard from people already throughout the last 400 chapters of the series, they said that Bomb is not in their top 10 favorite characters. And now I see why, because
How do you see why? It's only been 3 episodes.
Well, to me, he seems like the epic center of connecting everybody as a tissue, because the other character, the one that has in the middle, that has the green lizard and the guy with the 2 swords, the guy that
the guy in the jumpsuit.
Yeah,
Tracksuit boy.
Tracksuit
boy.
He seems very smart, even though he's kind of useless with power wise, because he observed it and understood what with the whole test what it was. So I find that interesting.
I think he's just good at deduction. Some people are good at deduction, doesn't mean they're smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like him. His instincts is gonna take him really far.
Oh yeah, definitely. And we saw the green lizard power. Even though I do agree with what Ray said, her tail is in a weird placement. I would totally find that weird.
It's not that it's like it's all right, Chad, hold on, we're going on right. It is strangely thick and short, and I don't know why. I'm like, this is I don't get it. I don't get it.
Do you think it's more like dinosaur like?
I think it was I keep saying tadpole. And I'm like, is she like a frog rather than a lizard?
My guess is because like lizard, like I'm thinking, is she a dragon kid? Like she's a child.
I have a feeling
I can see what James says, more like dino-like, more dinosaur-like.
In a way,
anything?
yeah.
I see a mixture of
like she has a very hard body. Like when
she's
that
got
guy
a hard
punched
head.
her, and like
The
he
hard
hurt
head
his own
defended her.
arm and stuff like that. Even with the whole full-blown target and the nerve and everything, he got hurt the most still. And I'm thinking her entire body is made of something that's like a hard monster material, like a dragon or like a dinosaur.
Yeah, who knows?
That's what I'm thinking.
And that's why I like it. Like there's so many things that are still shrouded in mystery that are still interesting, and I'm like, all right, and she's one of those things. So
Ray, you're reading the manga after each episode.
After each episode, yep. I have not read for this episode. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And then the whole Rachel and her 3-party team. Like,
that is a murderer's team. That's what I could say, because for them to take out all 30 people of their own test.
No, not 30 people.
Within 30 minutes.
They killed like 500 people.
500.
Sorry. 500 people.
Well, not 500, but like 400 some odd people in 30 minutes.
In 30 minutes. That's insane.
And then they also say, like, is she like one of the princess? Some princess thing?
Potentially.
And I find that very curious.
Oh no.
I find that very curious and very interesting, because we also see a glimpse of you cannot be breaking the rules in this Tower of God. You cannot, because if people find out, the guy even said you get your head chopped off. So they have their own fear of the higher people above them. So it shows that there is a placement of power.
They have a hierarchy, yeah, which is good, but it's good to know that they are capable of making mistakes and are not these perfect beings like they were pictured like at the start, which is good. And I don't know, they're all different types, which is interesting to me. So
like at least we know that there are other people who reached the top before, and they're like the administrators of the entire tower, which I think it makes sense. If there's like set number of tower levels.
Man, no, that would suck. It's like, hey, you passed high school, now you got to be a teacher forever. Nah, this sounds terrible.
That is true. That kind of sucks ass.
That is very true. It's like, oh, you're a teacher now. Okay, now you're a counselor. Oh, you're a counselor now. Go be a principal. Principal.
But that's just a more relatable topic. But it's like, okay, yeah, these are the people who have, defeated the quote unquote the tower, and so now they are there working for the tower. I'm like, okay, interesting. Why?
But it's also another thing that they bring up was that when Bam brought up the whole, this is the sky, it's blue, and like, no, this is just the a projection illusion of what the sky used to look like. But
so my theory, is that throughout the, maybe not this season, but throughout the series, one day there will be like a power surge, and where everything will be pitch black. The whole
I feel like it's the apocalyptic world that's going outside of the containment where they are, kind of thing.
I mean, or nothing exists outside of it, and it projects a world that they want to see.
That'd be
it's
creepy.
just all illusion. So like, imagine if it's actually black, like everything pitch darkness.
Yeah, everything's gone. Yeah,
and the idea is that even reaching the tower to see stars is a myth. They say it's a legend and all that stuff. Only kids' story in that sort of way. And
Cool.
Yeah, cool. Said that like, no, this is all myth. That's all a lie. And he was just
Blue Turtle. Yeah, Blue Turtle. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I said like I call him Blue Turtle as well, but his name is Kun though.
Yeah.
It's way easier to say blue turtle.
Yeah.
So here we are. Yeah.
All right. I just want to go to comment real quick. Hey, Lay. Hi, guys. Have a great podcast, and you guys are great. Thank you.
Oh, thanks,
You're
Lay.
great.
Hi. Yeah,
LA.
you're fantastic.
Thank you, baby. Yes.
But yeah, definitely for sure. It's like we learn more about the blue turtle. He has a sister that was supposed to be chosen, but still lost.
But
And now the entire family got kicked out of where they are.
My favorite part
entitled.
of this episode is what is a blue turtle going to be doing in deciding is that Bomb is so innocent and he wants to protect those innocent eyes of what Bomb doesn't he doesn't want Bomb
Yeah,
to
because he
really
used to be
witness the
that same
darkness.
person, and it seems like he's trying to protect his old self, who he used to be.
Well, I don't think that there is no old self, and now he has more motivation to keep going. And I think that was what they were giving him, was
like, he
protecting
found-
Bomb's innocence,
Yeah,
essentially.
He found like a new foundation to actually move forward.
Or should I say Yoru? I'm like, okay, because it throws me off so much for them to say Bomb, and then I'm like, they're saying Yoru. That's nothing alike.
It's weird translation there. I'm confused. Like,
because I had an article that there was an official article that explained why. And if I can find that, I'll share it with y'all. But like, it's like 3 different names, and like the translation is strange. It can be translated like almost 4 different ways, and I'm like, okay, so cool.
I mean, they could at least pronounce it in a Japanese side way and just have that instead.
Because me myself, I was confused of what you were saying in the beginning of your video. Like, wait, why is it saying like 3 different ways? I'm confused. But okay, I'm gonna just keep it, edit, and have fun with it. So I'm like, okay.
But the Japanese is Yoru is currently what it is.
Okay.
Yeah. So it gets very confusing. But overall, this episode is good. I'm more hooked because of episode 3, and I can't wait for episode 4 because I want to know what would happen once they see Rachel, if there is really Rachel. Like, what
that's
would
about
occur?
to be teased.
I think it is.
I think it is Rachel.
Oh no, but the thing is, it's foreshadowing. Could be, but what happened if the curve boy it's just another blonde kid?
Exactly. I'm like it could be Rachel. It could be I think it could be like a copy of Rachel potentially.
A clone? Imagine.
I wouldn't say a clone, but like the tower. I don't know.
I was looking up the clothes. The clothes are the same as what it is on the poster on Crunchyroll. So I'm thinking, but
I feel like that's done on purpose, though. That's what I'm saying. It could be done on purpose. Yeah. So I'm never gonna like believe straight up. But I mean, it could be. I'm not gonna say it's not. But I'm like, there's a part of me that's like, no, that ain't.
Because like we've seen that Rachel left wherever they were first to the tower, and then Bam follows her right afterwards. We don't know how much of a time difference there was. Between
we don't know how time moves in the
right
tower,
exactly, and that's what that was one of the first things I said. I was like, is this her before, or was that parallel, or was it like now they're just all coming they're like converging at the same point in time? I don't know. So
but good episode. But I'm also wondering, I'm curious about what Rachel's group can do. Because the only thing we only see 2.
What do you think they can do? They murder. That's what they can do.
I'm about to say, what are you implying? They murder literally a lot of people.
We don't know if they fought the same kind of people like that, like dinosaur dragon girl kind of thing, or the other samurai.
Probably. You never know.
I mean, out of 400, I would think so.
Probably, yeah.
We'll have to see.
A couple.
Because even the dinosaur girl and the samurai is tough. And they didn't have to do anything. Him, the samurai guy and the jumpsuit guy just didn't have to do anything in that fight. And now, so the whole point of this test, this bonus test, is so that one person sits on a chair with the crown, does not move, or
it's literally the king of the hill. Yeah,
and that's the other 2 needs to fight like all the other teams. So I'm guessing only one team can make it all the way up to the top bonus.
That's
level.
basically what they said. They basically said that only one team will win, essentially.
But then if one of the kings were just to leave the seat, and everybody loses.
No, I mean that team loses.
That team. I thought
that team loses.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I guess what I'm most curious about is that they talked about how this was a voluntary test. That it was like, but they didn't talk about what happens if you lose this voluntary test. But they all agreed to do it, and I'm like,
didn't they say that
I assume they just get kicked out of the tower. That's just what I assume.
But would you not have been like, well, if it's voluntary, why do it then? If you get kicked out, if you lose, you know what I'm saying?
But then they said like there's nothing. Then the guy said that, well, you won't even if you were to lose, nothing bad will happen. You'll just continue doing these tests until the tower allows you to climb it.
Sure.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sure. So I'm like, he completely glazed over that, and everybody got really excited to take this test when they had no idea the
Yeah,
consequences.
it's way too good to be true.
Exactly.
It's like, oh, all you have to do is win this, and you get to go
You
all the way
pass.
to the top.
And I'm like, no, that's not how this works.
But then we don't necessarily know that. I mean, they are the head administrators, and it doesn't seem like they are willing to recruit that easily. Which is
what I'm
true.
saying is, I think that because that other test literally got rid of all of its participants, they have to somehow balance it now with this one, and they have to get rid of more people. So
There still needs to be the eliminations need to continue.
So, Jasuke D, welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the episode. And if you're wondering who
We lost Miguel.
Miguel talking to,
oh no, yeah, Yosuke, I don't know who you're talking to. He over there talking to the you know
the
ghost
Bionicles and
Well,
the Bionicles
the
and
ghost of
so-
Espanol's past. I don't know what's happening.
So since I'm back and Josuke brought it up, who the hell I'm talking to? So wow, I was here putting myself on mute, and
Oh, you were on mute?
no,
no,
Nah, homeboy.
You guys heard me.
Oh,
YouTube
okay.
side podcast did not hear me.
Oh,
sir.
okay, good.
I just mute time from the stream side, so I just forgot to mute both sides. But you know what? So I just
We heard everything.
Yeah, so they heard
Yeah.
everything was going on, and I'm happy they stay with the most straight face, just like and just having the conversation still while I was trying to.
Well, we're doing a show here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, trust me, my mom came in freaking drunk. So I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Whoa.
So my mom came in saying she got hiccups. I'm like, So I'm like,
Put her on the show.
so I'm like, how? I'm like,
I mean, Mom, we're like, tell her, Mom, I'm trying to get drunk too. We're all trying to get drunk
So,
to
I'm
do this podcast.
yep. Yes.
I heard her say, I'm fine. Everybody who says they're fine is absolutely trashed.
Yeah.
Fine.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah.
She said it like 3 times now. I heard that. Tell mom
So
we love
yeah.
her.
So as you
Tell
can
mom we
see,
love her. Yeah.
well, I'm live, so yeah, I'm serious. I am serious. This is going amazing show. Just saying, like 23 minutes in, I didn't expect this.
I'm fine.
They hear you. They hear you, Carolina. Just say
Hi.
yes. They hear you. This
Hello.
mic hears.
Yeah. Hey.
Hi.
Oh, man.
Don't blush now. Tell her I said hi. Tell her I said hi.
Right?
Tell her I said hi.
Hola. Hola.
Hey.
Hey, mom, want to say hi? Hey, mom, want to say hi?
No.
Hola, madre. Hi.
Salud. Yeah.
Salud. Salud.
Oh my God. Now it's a party.
Mm-hmm.
That's Ray. That's James, and that's Sam. Sam.
Hola.
James.
Mhm.
James is on the right, and that's Ray. And that's me. Who's who?
Who's who?
There's no other woman. Oh, that was the guest last week.
Ah.
Yes, last
Yes.
week.
Shout out to Black Girls Anime.
Shout
or
out. Shout out.
Auntie.
Is this the wrong time to say hey, auntie?
No?
Huh?
Well, you would say it much better than Miguel. You would say it much better than Miguel.
Well, bye. Okay. Okay, you're not drunk. No worries. But close my door
You're
now.
like,
We
Fine,
know
it's fine.
we know that you're drunk, but it's fine. We all
Okay.
we all in quarantine. It's all
Wait,
good.
did you
It's
just
all
say you're going
good.
home?
We all home.
We're
all home.
Where you going?
Where else would
Yeah.
we?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, Carlene, if you can, please close my door. Goodbye.
Look at him.
Good night.
I would like to do this show, please. Please leave. Please leave.
Aww.
You're blushing. Oh my God, this is adorable.
Oh
Oh man, that's too good.
You can only watch this live on
No,
YouTube
Mom, bye.
live stream.
You don't have to say bye to me here. You don't have to come here. Just stay over there.
Stay over there.
Stay over there. No. Bye-bye.
I love you, but from a distance.
Yes.
6 feet. 6 feet. Get out of here. Josuke, I'm sipping on this is a Scotch whiskey blend. Yeah.
And I'm sipping on sangria, but it seems like this one must have some crazy shit in it for them
Yeah,
to
but
be
say
like
what y'all put in there, man?
I don't know.
It was enough to have your mom to come in.
Yo.
But then again, she could be a guest here today. Hey, she could be our guest for this
Y'all,
episode.
y'all getting wild during quarantine. Okay. All right.
I didn't expect for the show to be like this.
Expect the unexpected.
Exactly.
Yes, Mia, this is
Whoa.
quality content. This is
Hopefully-
great quality.
Quality indeed.
Well, hopefully for those who are watching, hopefully were entertained for the last 5 minutes of the show.
This is
I
the
don't-
way this show works.
Mhm.
This is what happens when you're live. You don't
Exactly.
You
Yes,
don't know
we're
what
doing
the
it
hell
live.
happened.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know where we go from here. So
What you
the hell
mean?
were
We're
we
gonna
talking
keep
about?
going exactly where we was talking about.
What were we
Anyway,
talking about?
all those people gonna fail that test, and I can't wait to see what happens to them. So
Oh, we're still talking about Tower of God. Okay, good. Because I'll not pay attention throughout.
that's it.
what I was
Now,
trying to-
I'm
alright,
done talking about Tower of God. I
Just
love
Okay,
this
this is
episode.
a red. It's Benjamin something. I can't remember exactly what the name is.
You drinking that Benjamin Button wine? All right, I got you.
It starts out old already, but the more you don't drink it, if you
Oh
don't
my
drink
God,
it long
to
enough,
drink
it
this.
becomes a young
Exactly.
child.
It de-ages. Yeah. You,
Ooh, that's-
if
that
you
sounds
wait
like-
too if you wait too long, you open the cork and it's just grapes.
So it needs to be. You have to drink this wine instantly and quickly, or else it doesn't taste so.
Oh man.
Oh my God, that was a good chug.
All right.
Wow.
Did you just chug a sangria,
Oh yeah, no, I did look at
sir?
it.
Sir, that's not what that's for.
You're supposed to enjoy it, like.
What is? I'm
no,
gonna come up there and I'm gonna teach you how to drink alcohol.
I
And
know to
it'll
drink
be all right.
alcohol, but from what I just
No,
had
you
this
don't.
experience, I
No,
needed.
you don't. I need it.
I needed this acceleration, this heartburn in my chest. I needed that.
Hey, y'all got some Henny? Hey, I'm gonna need y'all to share.
Yeah.
Just in case, no, this is a bullet. This is a
Speaking
bullet.
speaking about Henny, I just got a white Henny from a friend that came back 3 weeks ago that I did not know that they've been holding it for me. I'm like, word, you got my
White
Henny?
Hennessy is death.
I've
No,
never
it's a
had
good
it. I've
time.
never
White
had it before.
I love white.
It's
I
a
Henny.
love white
It's a good
Hennessy,
time.
James. What you mean? What? Oh, James is sweaty. He's like, whew. This is
Wait,
the
wait,
way.
wait.
Glistening over here.
So
Yeah,
you're
that
having
was you talk about that white Henny brought up some memories.
He went,
Indeed.
"Whew." So dark shit can happen.
Oh man, it bring me good memories. I don't know about
Oh,
you.
yeah, me too.
What
I
did I
mean,
walk
they're,
into?
they're good memories.
You know
indeed,
what?
But
You know what? Light. You might as well just leave. I love you.
Like,
Because right now we're talking about alcohol right now.
and this is some
great
this is
content.
some 18 and over. No,
Yes,
no,
this
21
is
and
for-
over.
No, I'm
sorry,
sorry,
21
21
over. 21 over.
21 and
21
over.
21
Mhm.
over.
I mean,
But yeah,
don't
James,
need the police in here.
James,
Hello,
the white Hennessy
police?
is good, so I don't know what you're talking about. White Hennessy
no,
has
I
been
mean,
great to
I
me.
do like it. It's just
Mhm.
when you drink an entire bottle by yourself.
Straight.
Oh, by
it can
yourself.
get
okay,
kinda
okay.
crazy.
Oh,
Okay.
that makes
Whoa,
sense. By
whoa,
yourself
whoa.
and straight, then I
Okay,
understand.
that's something that Miguel also knows how to do is to enjoy it a little
Yeah.
bit at a
Well,
time,
Hennessy-
not chug it down.
Yeah.
That's some expensive
I mean,
stuff. and it's
not
good stuff.
chugging, just all night, drink, sipping,
Hey, props
smoking,
to you
sipping,
then. Props to
smoking,
you.
sipping, smoking for hours.
Props
And then
to
you
you.
just finish a bottle, you know?
At that point, I'm like a god at Smash Bros. So it's all good.
Oh,
Right?
Josuke
Oh.
said, I have some gas too, if you know what I mean. I
No, I
saw
don't
it.
know. I don't know what you mean.
Oh.
Oh. I kind of actually need some gas too. Yeah, it's been a while. But yeah, that's a whole different conversation there too. 'cause-
Yes, drink responsibly. Smile. Exactly.
hmm
Don't drink if you're not of drinking age.
Mm.
I'm saying this because we're on the internet.
Yeah,
Don't do it.
Definitely true. Definitely. 21 over with ID.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I ain't gonna say all that, but
Yeah,
whatever.
I wouldn't say all that too.
Yep.
But like, just be 21.
Follow the law, you hoodlums. Anyway, so Tower God was lit. I like that.
Yes,
Um,
agreed.
But now I just kind of want. I'm sorry. Sam. I'm throwing this all off schedule
No.
because
Sam should know this by now. We never.
Yeah, we don't
like,
need to follow
listen,
Sam
schedule.
knows
Listen,
that
listen.
He writes his lovely format and show for us, but we just throw it outside the
We-
window.
All love My Hero Academia here, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, look. So
Indeed.
I have been reading My Hero Vigilantes, and it's like My Hero rated like PG-13, sometimes rated R.
I
And
can
I'm
see
like,
that, yeah.
yo, I like this. I like this. I like seeing this other side of My Hero Academia's world, and you see a lot of the heroes that you don't really get to see in the main story, but they're there and they have like roles there. Like I just got to see Midnight in action, like for real for the first time, and I'm like, oh damn. Oh, so that's why they call you the rated R hero.
Nice.
Okay.
And what chapter
and
is this?
you ain't gonna see this in the regular My Hero Academia.
What chapter is this? Out of curiosity, just for research purposes.
It's in the 40s.
So I guess tonight I'm gonna binge the first 50 chapters from what it seems like for podcast work and anime lady work.
I like this. It's about like the different types of villains that they see, and like there's some people who talk about like minorities in terms of like quirks and how they're treated, and I'm like, like,
that's cool.
I'm like, okay, so like it's good. I like it. Like I've actually been enjoying this quite a bit. So like yeah, I'm a kid. That's what I've been I've been like mainlining this because I'm like I want to get caught up in this, but it's actually good.
So is it more like street level stories?
It is
like,
absolutely.
That's a bad way of putting it.
It is no. That's basically what it is, though. It is like it is street level stories because it is about vigilantes. It's not about These are because there's a. They even bring up like the rule between when vigilantes became heroes and what defined them, and how there were heroes that became heroes and those that remained vigilantes, and some of them got qualified as heroes rather
every start of the arcs.
Exactly, it's really good. I really like the way that they're writing this story. So,
nice.
I don't know. It's smart. I like it.
It's good. I kind of like it. I like the main character's abilities. And
but see, this is where remember we were talking about creative. Remember how we were talking about quirk evolution?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is a character that is going through rapid quirk evolution.
Yeah,
which is awesome. Like it starts out really lame, and then it slowly builds up to something. I'm like, oh no, this actually is kind of a badass quirk.
Yeah. I always love his movement and position because it really reminds me of
Spider-Man. I don't know, Sam. His movement position is a little suspect, if you know what I mean.
It reminds me of Spider-Man in a way of how he
man. Oh no, he's on all fours all the time. It's weird.
I thought it was more like his two legs and at least one or the other arm.
He has both hands on the ground and both feet on the ground, moving forward all the time. It's weird. It looks weird on purpose.
Yeah, but
no, I like it. I like absolutely. I think if you like My Hero, you want more My Hero, and you want just like a different side. It's not like just more My Hero, if you know what I mean. It's a different side of My Hero, and it's worth looking into. Absolutely.
That's what. Sweet. I'm gonna definitely find the time to read because I said it last week on our chapter 267 review. I was gonna read it. I just never found the time to do it. But this week is my plan to go to definitely tonight. I'm gonna try to do 40 chapters tonight. I'm gonna see how that goes.
I need to catch up. I need to continue and catch up.
I'm gonna definitely do that. I'm gonna try to do my little binge run. So that's definitely my goal for that reason.
I also need to read Team Up as well. My Hero Academia Team Up too.
That's what I heard the other side story about as well.
And to reply to Josuke, no, I have not started reading Black Clover.
And Amanda, you're right, it is, but I feel like that's probably good. That's fine because the entire world of My Hero Academia is about to change.
It's about to change, definitely.
I would like to see what happens to them after the change, though.
I don't know, man.
We just have to see for that.
Because if it really goes back all the way back to the Vigilantes time again.
That's a whole different conversation.
I would love that.
That's a different conversation for the manga side, but I definitely am happy to say that Ray does read the manga for Black Clover, and he does the manga coverage now with me. So I'm very happy about the review. And Sam, hopefully he does read Black Clover one of these days, because with Shonen Jump taking its week by week break now, so maybe Sam will find something to do on his Sundays afternoon, maybe
catch up to Vigilantes. Sure.
Well,
start up My Heroes Team Up. Sure.
Well, those are less than 100 chapters, so you're good. But with Black Clover,
they're less than 100 chapters, but they're still very good, interesting chapters that I want to concentrate to fully read.
Yeah,
fair enough.
Ray does read Black Clover with me. Even though I'm really not upset, I'm more disappointed, sad that our videos for Black Clover has been doing less than averagely usually. So I'm really sad about that. That Black Clover reaction anime and the manga side has been doing low views, but hopefully it picks up. But yeah, Ray has joined me with the manga. Now it's 2 videos, right, Ray?
I think it's 2. Yeah, it's 2.
Yeah, it's 2. So, yeah, he caught up.
What's the most recent chapter?
246.
240 something. Yeah.
I'm gonna read Black Clover next.
I'm pretty sure I caught up on Black Clover in.
Oh yeah, I was close. 247.
2 weeks. It took me like a week and a half.
247.
Yeah.
But,
But-
I mean, James, was there another manga have you been reading that's also Shonen Jump based as well?
Indeed, good sir. I have
Oh, yeah,
finally started
Zipman?
One Piece.
Oh, never mind.
Oh,
Finally
right.
started One Piece, and I really like it. Like, I really, really like it.
How many chapters are you in now?
Only 5 chapters.
Oh, okay, 5
Mm.
chapters.
So
Not
it was
bad,
the
not bad.
first chapter that kind of hooked you in.
Oh, well, he
Oh,
did. Well,
I was instantly hooked with the first chapter. I'm like, all
You
right,
know what?
cool.
That's a lot. That's a lot sooner than I thought because it took Ray
Took
10
me a lot longer
chapters.
than that.
Because
Like,
I mean,
it took me
Luffy is
15 more than that.
he is the classic shonen character. It's
Yeah.
what I love.
Yeah, he's
This
the
was,
classic. Like,
yeah.
he is the classic of the OG3. Like, literally,
I
Bleach,
mean,
Naruto, One
I
Piece.
was more in when my boy Zoro showed up, so it was fine.
Out of the damn 5 chapters, out of the current characters, I think you only met Luffy, Zoro, and they about to leave the island. So what?
Mhm.
Yeah.
what
Never mind. Not for me. Him. Yeah.
yeah, because with the 5 chapters, I think that's like the first 4 episodes. Because so what have you enjoyed so far? Like the story, is it the art that you've been enjoying? Because the manga now is not really animation; it's more about the art. Have you been enjoying that so far? Like, was it that you stand out with the first 5 chapters?
Yeah, dude, I love the art. First of all, I love the art, and I think I started reading it at the right time. Like,
this is the perfect
I
time.
do
Yeah,
like
man.
pirates and stuff. Like, and me and I just finished watching all of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies,
Oh,
Why would you
and
do
then
that?
like got into One Piece, and I'm like, this is cool. I really, really like this.
It's good.
Had no idea that One Piece was about the treasure. Like the
Yes.
name One Piece is the treasure. Had no
Uh-huh.
fucking idea. But Luffy's awesome, man. Like he's young. He's this young, naive kid full of life that is willing to do absolutely anything it takes to get to his goal. And he has this unique ability to inspire everyone around him to want to do the same thing for themselves, like with Kobe, right?
I mean,
just like instantly.
You say night and not like I feel like Luffy takes no shit. Like Luffy's fun loving and like he does his thing, but Luffy don't take no shit.
Oh,
Yeah,
No,
at all.
you're gonna learn.
like
No
Luffy,
shit,
and I'm
man.
not gonna lie.
I
Luffy can-
thought his
Luffy can be an
ability was
asshole.
like I thought it was like a meta power. I had no idea about the gum
the gum
fruit.
fruits. Oh
I
man,
love
I'm like,
this.
okay, cool.
I
So,
truly love this. Me as a person.
spoilers time for me. I grew up with One Piece on, 4 kids. I have watched One Piece. I watched it when I was a kid. It's just that, four kids like ruined it, and so I stopped caring.
That makes sense. Trust me, that has ruined everybody's.
okay.
But me as a fan of One Piece, and also as my Big John Luffy here says,
He brought over his boyfriend. All right.
Too bad we don't see his face. Just in
My-
pop-up girls.
Exactly. Just like
me
Miss
as a
Bellum.
person who's showing my girlfriend One Piece anime, she's loving the show, she's loving the anime, she's episode 92, she's into the whole Chopper arc and everything, and then seeing one of my 2 best friends, one of my 2 close people that I love here, Ray and James, are watching and reading it. Sorry, not watching, reading it, but are loving the series. It's just a great experience to actually see first time readers of the series. It's a great experience for myself. Like, I
Dude.
rewatched.
I fell in love with Shanks after 5 pages.
Yo, Shanks.
I was like, Shanks, that is
Shanks.
my dude.
I'll tell you this, guys. For
5 pages.
for
I was
James
in.
and Ray, out of the 900 chapters and 900 episodes, we still do not know shit about Shanks. I'll just tell you that right now.
Seriously?
I kind of figured that. Yep.
What?
all you know about Shanks is what you know about him right now in the first chapters.
Literally, the only thing he does in the future
Hey,
is
you
that
think Oda forgot about him? No.
no. He's saving for him.
No.
He literally, so much people respect him. He literally was in front of somebody, stare at him, and that's it. He said, I won't fight you. I'm not gonna get too much into it because once you see that scene, you be like, what the fuck, Shanks? And then I just say, Shanks is more of a badass, but until now, we still don't know. We've gotten a glimpse more of it. And right now in the current arc of One Piece, we're just getting the last couple of arcs of One Piece. Right now, it's just each arc is just more important drops of what is the lead up of the One Piece, of the world government and all that. So it's just like the first 600 chapters just to build the characters and of Luffy, Zoro, and all that. So to me,
Damn,
it's just
600 characters of 600
600
chapters of character development. How about that?
Well, like it's not just the main crew; it's
It's the
also
side
every other
characters,
side
it's the-
characters.
This is
Oh,
what
the
I'm saying.
pirates.
How about that? Wow. Yeah.
I mean, I'm locked in, so
You would
think
this
this
is
would
gonna be
make for
fun.
a-
This is gonna be a fun ride.
you would
I'm
think this
happy.
would make for an incredible video game.
question for you real quick, because Josuke wants to know when I'm going to start Black Clover. So question, how often do new chapters of Black Clover come out?
Just as much as the other stuff we get.
The
So
same as My Hero.
bi-weekly or
Yeah.
every week?
It's just
Every
weekly.
week. Every
Mhm.
week.
Every week.
Yeah.
Shit.
Mhm.
Okay.
No, well, technically, right now, on May 13th is the next chapter after it comes back from break. So you have May 3rd, sorry, May 3rd, or no, sorry, May 10th or May 3rd it comes back. So you have 3 more chapters coming out for the next 4 weeks. So you
Okay.
can catch up.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to binge read 50 chapters of One Piece, and then I'm going to add Black Clover.
Well, Black Clover is easy. I'll tell you this: Black Clover is easier to
It's
read.
much easier.
It's easier.
Because One Piece is
Much easier.
is a lot of foreshadowing that happens. Because I read One Piece once.
Yeah,
or
because
twice.
I don't want to call it filler, but there feels like some filler in the manga even for One Piece.
For One Piece?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a few things, but not
They're
too
just
much.
like there's side stories.
Yeah,
like
side
they do there is like little development there, but there's side stories within the main story, which like ain't bad. It's just there's a lot of them.
And with Black Clover, it's easier because the fights are quick and the panels are more beautiful art, and you see the art and then move on to the next panel. So
Mhm.
it's just good things. Just the only thing I would say about Black Clover is just keep in mind that there's some small foreshadowing with what's gonna happen, because right now with the whole 215 chapters, is the main thing is called the Elf Saga arc. And then after that, they begin the new arc or the new saga is going to happen. But I'm not sure what the saga will be called. But the first 215 chapters are the Elf Saga arc. So that's what's all the lead up.
By the way, don't be afraid to be confused because there's some weird, confusing stuff in there.
Yes. And trust me, it all leads up to the end. It makes
And
sense.
there will be a lot of names all of a sudden that make no sense. Trust
How
me.
far are you in, Ray?
I'm current.
He's current with me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, no, sorry. One Piece. Sorry.
One Piece, I'm
Oh,
like
yeah.
30, I'm 30 in now. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you
I think
passed.
I think the 50 chapters.
Because I wanted to catch up on Vigilantes first, and then I'm gonna read more One Piece. But like, so after Vigilantes, I'm catching up in Demon Slayer because I'm tired of almost being spoiled by stuff.
Oh,
yeah,
same here.
I'm just gonna
Oh
read.
yeah,
Demon
Sam.
Slayer.
I'm not just starting. I'm gonna catch up on Demon Slayer as well. I don't know if it would be on my own or on stream or something, but I'm gonna catch up.
But yeah, I just need to get caught up. Like I need to get current on Demon Slayer because I'm like I've almost been spoiled on stuff too many times. Where I'm
I've
like
been spoiled
I've
too
had
many
too
times.
many touches with danger that I'm like I'm just gonna read it. So
Yeah. At this point, I'm already 15 chapters past where season 1 ended, so
Yeah.
I'm going to continue reading it.
Yeah,
Okay.
because Shonen Jump, I love. Yeah, if we ever have a partnership, awesome. But at the same time, just work on your marketing skills. I will say
no,
that.
just let me run your Twitter account. Trust me. Just let me run your Twitter and everything will be fine. I
agree.
got you.
Just let somebody else to run the Twitter account
Mhm.
in the marketing side do a better job because they spoil people way too much. Like I got spoiled by them more than the actual fan on Twitter that actually spoil panels.
Very true.
And that's sad. Like how do I get by the actual name brand company of Shonen Jump spoils me more? Makes no sense. And that upsets me. Like
So
that's
do
what
they like drop images from like the latest chapters or something?
literally said
Yes,
they said literally
Oh, say it.
I know, but I'm gonna say, what do you want to see? What happened to Tanjiro versus this, and see what happens next? I'm like, so you literally give the whole synopsis of the whole chapter. Just say,
Good job.
So how about just say you guys watch the amazing series, the one that sells everything or something like that, and that's it. Just watch or read Demon
Or
Slayer.
couldn't you just say, "Hey, look, a new chapter of Demon Slayer is now out on Shonen Jump.
That's
Click
it.
here and read it right now." That's it. That's all
it
you
really
need.
bothers me crap at me that they put literally the whole panel of what happens in this current past couple of chapters, and I'm like, I hate ya. I hate ya so
Mhm.
much. But yeah, that hurts my soul. But definitely going back to the topic, I do suggest for James to read Black Clover. Sam, he it's up to you, Sam. If James is reading it, I just suggest for you to read. Just to
I
at
think
least have fun.
somebody needs to at least be blind when going into the anime. Like someone needs to still for like at least for the reactions when we do for the videos and episodes for our channel.
I do the reaction for Black Clover and everything.
I don't think you need to be blind.
Yeah,
Just have a good time.
I'll still have a
Ray
good time.
did
but if
Ray
I
did a
don't know
reaction
the
for My
story
Hero,
concept,
and he
like-
did a good time with it.
I don't think I'll ever watch the anime for Black Clover.
That's okay.
I think I'm just gonna read the whole thing and be
That's
current
okay.
with the manga
Uh,
because
oh,
I
wait,
can't.
the only thing I
Sup,
will
Swiggin?
say, the only thing I will say is to watch this current arc of Black Clover because this is anime canon filler from the actual producer.
That's
so
true.
Okay.
So this
Okay.
part I will, because this is actually canon filler because in the manga they did a 6-month time skip, but the creator of Black Clover actually is doing some storytelling from the time skip into
With
the
it,
anime.
okay.
So
Cool.
so he's actually part of this filler. He's actually creating it. So this is actually part of this. So this I would say to watch if you're actually interested about it.
Cool.
Cool.
This since we're talking about mangas, let's talk about the manga that we've all read to keep up, so that we all want to put out our thoughts into God Punch. God Punch.
Yes, I do suggest to say because this is a lot of fun to talk about.
For those of you guys who haven't read the manga yet or have anything to do, I'll just send you the link right now into the chat.
Don't worry, I was going to do it, Sam. Don't worry, I got you.
I'm right here. I'm right there.
Anyway, yeah, God Punch. I really enjoyed this. Like, this is one that I love that I keep finding manga through Twitter now, because I have so many mutuals who like are tweeting about stuff and finding stuff and sending it to me. And I saw this one on Twitter first, and I was like, let me check this out. And then I sent it to the guys and I was like, hey, y'all check this out, because we talked about Kai, and I was like, look, I want like more Black creators. I want to talk about them. And so I sent it to the guys, and then they checked it out. But I was like, no, I really like it. Of course, I like all of them, but like this one, the characters, I was like, no, these are really relatable characters. Like the stories that they have, I was like, yo, no, I've had like a piece of this story existed in my life, which was cool. I told y'all my favorite thing is the way you talk to his grandma. Yes, ma'am, no, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's because that was real. Like that was how I was raised. It's like that's how you talk to your grandma, or your grandpa. Like, yes sir, no sir. That was it. But I was like, when I saw that, I was like, I see you. I know where you're coming from. I know where you're from. Oh, I like that. And then it was the part with the cousin that really messed me up, because I was like, oh yeah. I had a cousin like that who was, connected in the neighborhood, and was like, hey, you ain't supposed to be out here by yourself. And I'm like, yeah, I know, but I know you, so I should be fine, right? So no, I really felt that. But no, this is cool. I don't want to like say too much about it, because I really want people to read it. Because the story itself is actually like truly interesting. The lore that they're building up, I'm curious, because he gave us just enough. He didn't give us too much, and I'm like, but what is it? What can he do? And I'm like, okay, all right, I'll be patient. So no, I'm just gonna, as it keeps coming out, I'm gonna keep reading it, because I'm subscribed on Webtoon. Mm-hmm. And as it comes out, I'll be reading it. So
yeah, he has like some kind of cool like power, latent ability that is useful to whatever this entity is.
Yep.
And I'm really interested, dude. This is really sick. And I like the art.
Yes, the art is fantastic.
The art is sick. Art's so good.
There's the family ties. I was not expecting, but like, something like that you expect to see way later. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh, okay, no, we're making this connection now, and this is good.
Is it just me, or is one of the heads of the demon look like his cousin?
It
or
did.
Am I reading into
it does. It really did.
Because I'm like, is his cousin like a demon?
I don't know. That's why I was like,
is this demon like impersonating like one of the heads? Like, I don't know.
Well, to me, from what I saw from the demon's face and everything, it looks like his teacher from school. Mm-hmm. And also it looks like one of his classmates. So some of the demon heads look like very similar faces to the other people that he knows, or grab the mindset. So is the
demon trying to appeal to images in his subconscious to terrify him even more?
That's
potentially, but I was like, but are these people who have made deals with this demon, and that's why they appear on this demon's like
that's trippy as
amalgamation? I know. Wouldn't that be messed up? I was like, that'd be so messed up.
I feel that's too, because they're trying to like impersonating the voices of the people that he knows, and like his grandma and his grandpa, like, hey, you come out now.
What's up, anime kid? Welcome on in.
What up?
What's up? But yeah, for sure, like they're like impersonating their voices and everything. They talk just like them, the same way that he talks to them at home, and it was freaking him out. It was just like to pick up more fear and stuff, and like for him to literally hide behind a dumpster, and he couldn't move because of his fear for it. But what triggered him was like, I forgot what the thing said to help triggered him to literally move and hide and literally use a shopping cart to attack it. But it did. I think we have a little bit of
take this, you big bitch.
Speaking of the shopping cart, he's really strong.
He was able
to hit that demon with a shopping cart and pushed it through a wall. You
He's
realize
strong.
that?
Yeah, I saw that. I was
you
like,
saw
oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah, that's the hint that I was gonna
I
bring
was
up.
like,
but
you
for
got
sure.
some strength, my guy.
But it could be part of his powers. Like we don't know. Maybe that's just a hint. That's just a taste of what we're supposed to. We're gonna have into the future of what we're gonna learn to be. And another great shot was the last page or the last panel.
I was just about to mention that in chapter 2, that panel of her coming out like, I've known your mother since then as well. I'm like, oh, but the way her stand and everything, and plus the afro, it's just amazing.
This was the part that I was trying not to spoil, but yes.
Sorry, it's just that we did say in the show notes and also in the description that when we talk about God Punch chapter 1 and 2 reviews, I was just like, hey, we have to talk about that.
You know,
so
there is a way to talk about things and review them without telling everybody exactly what happens. That's all I'm saying.
I just love how you're saying that, and that they drinks his drink. Yeah.
It ain't my business.
But hey, you know what? I'm gonna spoil, but at the same time, it gives you guys a better reason.
I know you're excited. That's why.
It's free. Go check it out because it's really good. Such a great, entertaining series. It's really down to earth too. It's really relatable. With the character, the art style is really amazing, and I agree with what Ray said about going to have a. As much as I don't have my best relationship with my brother, when I was younger, we had an okay relationship where when I could have schooner, I could still talk to him, and he's the one that showed me the ropes of becoming who I am with my player style of how to hang out with girls and hang out with friends and everything. And like when I could have school and everything, he showed me like, hey, why you going out and everything, like you should be in class. Like, well, didn't you cut class every day in school and you had only like out of the 300 classes you was only there for 100? Like, yeah, don't worry about that.
Yeah, but I want you to be better than me. That's it.
So I love that how that's very relatable that his cousin, and that his cousin snitched on him too, and then reminds me,
Then
oh
the
yeah,
cousin
my
seems
brother
like a
used to
pretty
snitch on
smart
me.
guy as well because he said he's going to tutor someone.
Oh yeah,
tutor
so
someone.
like it is like you can't judge a book by its cover. Even though a person may look hood, act hood, you cannot judge a person that is also smart.
Percy is hood. Don't take that from him. He
Oh,
is.
yeah.
Oh, no,
He's
he
just smart.
He's just more.
Exactly.
And also, if you look at his grandparents, it shows that one is a college professor and one has her own nursing.
She's
a doctor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's a doctor.
She's basically the head of the board for the nurses. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like he told the teacher like he has a lot of weight on his shoulder because like he has a lot of people, high expectations. So it makes sense. But I just can't wait to find out more story about him because it gives you the beginning of the series to find out what happened to his parents, and it makes you want to know like is there more to it or is it just a simple type of altercation that just happened out of the blue.
I just need him to explain why this boy's so strong.
Mm-hmm.
I know it's called God Punch, but is he some kind of weird like child of a god or like is he like a demigod? Like I gotta know.
Yeah. See, when I heard the title God Punch, I thought of that it was a technique. That's gonna be his finisher.
That'd
God
be badass.
Punch.
I'd like that. Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see.
That'd be
I
very
like that.
interesting because one thing that when I first read the series, the first thing that really clicked into me when I first watched it, it reminds me of the show Static Shock, like the way Virgil spoke to his father and his father said like, hey, Virgil, can I hang out with those kids from school? The bad news and everything. So it kind of reminds me of that type of relationship. With seeing Static Shock, it kind of reminds me to actually read the series. It wasn't that out in the open. Like it reminds me of the type of story from the Kid in the Block, like Spider-Man and everything. Like you don't have the best type of childhood, but you do the best you can with it. So that's what I love the story about it.
All right, cool. Let me answer Swigan's comments. Are you guys going to do Noblest soon from Webtoons? By the way, it's a manhwa from Korea. I've actually read
I'm gonna read it. I have not read it yet. I'm going to read it.
I used to read it weekly when it comes out.
All of the ones that are coming to Crunchyroll Originals, I will be reading if I haven't already read it.
And
got a high school.
And me and Sam will be.
I want to read that next.
Me and Sam will be reading Noblest, but right now we have a poll on Twitter. I will put the link down, guys. But right now we have a poll. We should be doing solo leveling this Friday, or if not, if we don't finish the last because we're doing chapters 76 to 110. If we don't do the last of those chapters in under 4 hours, then we will do the rest the following week. But if we don't, if we do finish it the following week, we will start reading Tower of God. Since that poll is kind of winning with Tower of God, unless it just comes with a landslide, poll wise. But right now we have a poll of Tower of God, Nobilis, and something else.
My vote is still for God of High School, as it should be.
Well, once Tower God will have too many questions, so I don't mind Tower God wins and everything. And
I just don't want you to get ahead of me. You accidentally spoil stuff when you get excited and start talking about it.
Oh, that don't happen. I don't know what you're talking about.
That happens all the freaking time.
No, it don't happen all the freaking goddamn time. What
yes,
you mean?
It does. Listen here, chat. We'll be talking about something, and they'll get excited, and Miguel be like, "Oh my god, I can't believe that thing." Blah, 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 and then he'll be like, "And then the thing with the thing and the thing happened." I'm like, "Okay, yeah, great. I ain't watched or read that. I'm so glad that you told me that."
I did not know that's the way I speak. I'd be like,
"Oh, you talk real fast."
You
talk real fast.
Sometimes my Spanish quickness comes out.
So when you get excited, you talk fast. Like it's okay. It's adorable.
Spanish quickness
but
with me.
then like, you start spoiling stuff, and I'm like, I want to punch you in the left kneecap, but it's all good.
So I also want to answer, Anime Kid, are
yes.
y'all on one channel? Yes and no. Me and Sam was are in charge of Anime Lead as a brand and everything, but we are the head leads with the drive everything. But James and Ray, they are a contributors, part of the team crew of Anime Lately, but they also have their own brands on themselves. Ray and James, want to give you guys quick what do you guys do?
James said no.
Well, Ray
I'm getting more wine. Ray, you go first.
Well, good. Well, hey, I'm Rayapollo. I'm a streamer. I'm basically all things video games and anime. I stream on Twitch weekly. I love RPGs, JRPGs. I just like to have a good time. Anime games, you'll usually see those on my channels. So if you want to see any of that, come hang out. We have a good time. And that's it. That's the spiel. That's all I'm going to give you. You like video games? I'm your guy.
James?
Yeah, I love talking about movies. You just follow me on Instagram at @4spoilers. You'll find literally everything we do. We do full movie breakdown and analysis. We do non-spoiler reviews. We do it all. Talk about TV, a little bit of anime, because mostly anime. Anything anime that I do on Anime Lately now. But we talk about all kind of bunch of stuff. So check it out.
Yeah, so that's what. So we're a team and everything. We all collab and everything. So that's where we all came to one. So yes. So that's why I said that to answer guys, yes and no, because Ray and James help out. They do their own thing. James and Sam do Attack on Titan when they can, when the time comes. Ray does his My Hero, Tower of God, Black Clover, My Hero review. So we all do our own share in.
I'm doing the God of High School too. I don't care. It's mine.
If you want to go ahead and do it.
For it.
I'm stealing it. It's mine.
If you want to go ahead and go to high school, saying out, he's going to be doing Attack on Titan 2 in the fall.
I am. God, I can't wait for that because I don't. That's one manga that I literally don't read. I don't read Attack. I want to read it. I've thought about it.
Please read it, Ray. Please.
I've been thinking about it, but I just want to read it. I just want to read it.
Too good.
But I'm going to watch it.
Good.
I'm just going
He's
to watch it.
He's the only one that's going to react to it. He's technically going to react better than me and Sam did because technically Sam was kind of like a stone wall, when he reacted, he was like this.
Sam, the stone wall chick.
Me, I was like more excited because I kind of forgot some of the stuff. So like, oh yeah, cool. So like Ray would give the best example because he'll be like, wait, what?
Nothing. I literally know nothing about Attack on Titan.
Eren,
all I know.
I can't wait for Ray's reaction because there's some crazy shit.
Trust me, I want to read it so bad, but I've had such a good time with the Attack on Titan anime that consistently, every time it's come, it's been one of my favorite things. And I'm like, I'm just gonna watch it. Just gonna watch it.
Yeah,
you haven't seen anything yet.
Nope.
Everything you've seen is nothing compared to what's coming.
Next, you're gonna tell me everything is a lie. Wait, yep, everything you can tell me everything I saw was a lie. Don't you dare!
Last season.
I swear to God,
that was last season.
I would not tell you that, but you.
That was last season.
If anyone likes if you like Attack on Titan, you're watching this podcast, listening to this podcast right now, you are not even remotely ready for what's coming. Not even close.
For non-manga readers.
Me, I only read up to chapter 100, and now that thing almost 130. And the creator said that the Attack on Titan series is supposed to end by the end of this year, so that is happening as well. And so it is supposed to happen anytime soon with Attack on Titan. So let's see how that occurs. A lot of series are ending sometime soon, so it's very sad. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And they're all getting rereplaced with comedies. I don't know how I feel about this.
And plus the sequels too. And plus the sequels.
Well, I mean,
I'm happy.
I'm happy with that.
I'm about to say y'all both are very happy with this.
I'm good.
That's your guys' favorite series.
I don't care. As long as we get more Shield Hero, I don't care about nothing else. It's Sekai or
Speaking about series and everything, I'm really glad that K-pop and everything is having their insurgents with anime openings and everything, because I'm really enjoying how
Yeah.
some of these songs are getting more of these K-pop artists into it. Because I'm just
Mhm.
like, I just loving Tower of God opening, and also the Millionaire Detective Balance Unlimited opening as well. It's just
Mhm.
awesome. It's freaking great. So it's one thing I'm really enjoying a lot, very much.
It's good. Like it's like really popular, and K-pop has been very extremely popular for the last what, almost 2 decades.
Oh, I don't know. You guys
long,
it all.
as long since I found it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's insanely huge in the U.S. now.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah,
Which
so
is good.
It's
I'm
good
glad.
marketing and good everything.
yeah.
Just to have it as your opening and
I mean,
ending.
and they're good songs. So
yeah, they're insanely talented. Their
Yeah.
music videos are
ridiculous.
movies.
Yeah,
they're movies.
ridiculous.
But for sure, definitely. But also still keep the J-pop and J-rock opening ending too. Like as long as it's really good, just keep it. Like it's good. You know, it's not our choice though, but it's all up to the director and everybody's the soundboard and everybody. Speaking of which, I want to talk about this anime that the last episode that came out last Saturday, Digimon Adventures of 2020.
Oh,
Yeah.
We
That
should
that
definitely
second
talk about that.
episode. That
All right,
second
so
episode.
before we say the spoilers for anybody that cares about spoilers for Digimon Adventure 2020 reboot version, 2 episodes out, and god damn it, that I love how Digimon shows stakes. You know what we should do? Have a nuclear goddamn missile heading to Tokyo, Japan. Let's always attack Japan and just destroy Tokyo.
I mean that story has happened before in the Digimon movie.
Yeah, but I'm saying like
Summer Wars.
He right.
yeah.
That's like the overall plot.
Yeah, right.
You have to make the stakes large. Well, how do we make the stakes large? I don't know. Blow up Japan again. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like wow, like cool. So and I love how they redid the story of the first original movie just in a much better way, and the animation 10
Much
times
more condensed plot.
It's more
That's true.
condensed.
More
It's
condensed, but also story wise and animation wise, it's 10 times better. So I'm like, okay, I'm loving this. But the cliffhanger, god damn, and the
It's
story.
not even a cliffhanger. They blue balled us. And I was
Oh, yeah.
mad.
It was-
I'm like,
it's
why not
extreme.
just show me the boy? Just show it to us.
And just that whole close up shot with the face right there, like here with the blue eyes.
It
I'm
looks
like,
so
phew.
clean.
He
when
did
you
look
go
great.
in
It's
the
clean.
face,
Looks really
and then you show the eyes like, oh, he's awoken. He woke
Well,
up.
I mean, but like, listen. I'm gonna ignore that because he's like, small stuff. Angel Woman's gonna be here soon, and that's what I'm worried about.
I was hoping for Anjuman and Anjuman.
I was
like,
expecting
come in
them
for
like,
the
oh,
save.
so we have TK and we have Claire. I'm like, all right, cool. But then, and Big Egg happened like, oh, are they gonna have a future? Like, no, that's Omnimon. Like, wait, what?
And that just, I will say that was a little out of nowhere. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna lie. Like, they had to learn about it before. They had it was like the extra crest that they got that enabled us to do it. And I'm like, oh, so they're just doing it now because
Well,
Yeah.
they had to because there was versing a freaking ultimate bad
Hey,
Digimon.
both of those Digimon have incredible like third level evolutions that
Yeah, it
probably
literally-
could have done it.
It literally
Yeah,
died. Okay,
They could
Or
have
I-
done it.
or else use that
Where
Wolf
Grandma-
evolution.
where Grandma was-
It's so early. Like
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
so,
it was so
I'm not
early.
gonna say that I love this episode. Like I thought it was really cool. I loved the first episode more, like technically. But like I was like, really already? Like this is
Right,
like
yeah.
you bring like this dude was like the big bad dude. Like this was the best version of Digimon. Like this is the strongest Digimon when we first like were learning about Digimon. So
Right.
but now I'm like, this virus is that strong from the get go. Like what are you gonna be fighting that's that much stronger? And what are
Yeah.
you gonna do?
and that's my theory is that I feel like they're gonna have a newer version of Omnimon and have a new evolution, like a
I
evolve.
I don't think so.
I mean, there's already many different kinds of Omnimon. Like apparently, he has different forms in a way.
Yeah, he would like take there's different variations.
Yeah.
Like attack mode, defense mode is what I'm assuming. But I was like, yo, this was really early. Like this is the second episode.
Yeah,
and we're getting
right?
Omnimon. I'm like,
And I'm
okay,
wondering,
that seemed kind of. I was like,
didn't they just turn Greymon and Garuda?
yeah, I was like, where's Metal Garurumon? The cool stuff. I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
I get
Like,
it, but I was like,
Metal Greymon.
all right. So then I was like, I get it. It's like this is Digimon fan service. Like,
Oh, yeah.
that's
Mm,
that's
yeah,
that's,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
what this
100% for
is.
sure.
for sure.
I
And
just
plus-
wasn't expecting it to like second episode.
Like 0 to 100 real,
Real
quick.
quick.
Like
This is
damn.
like if the Dragon Ball Kai started and like, hey, y'all like Gogeta? He was coaching.
That's a good point. That's a good comparison.
Oh no, man! I was just like, oh, okay, nice.
I have to be honest. I'm still not sold.
I can
So-
understand that.
So to the
I'm
whole
still-
idea of the reboot, or just so to the series in general?
Just the reboot. Like I think the score is terrible. I think the score fits for like a bad Digimon video game instead of an anime.
I was thinking old Digimon. Like it fit
Yeah.
for like old Digimon.
I think it's horrible, and I think the animation was inconsistent for me in this episode. I didn't think it was consistent throughout the whole thing, but that could just be me. But I mean, I'm with it because of nostalgia. I'll see where it goes. I'll give it the 5 episodes I give to everything. But as of this moment, I don't really care. I really don't.
Okay.
I thought it was
That's
just
fair.
okay.
That's fair. That's fine. But we have to see after the first 5 episodes of what's going to be happening, what's coming together, and then like we still don't have the other Digidestins yet as well that we haven't seen.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's
once
true.
the team's together, I'm sure I'll feel different. It's just these first 2 episodes, I'm not feeling it.
Like I said, I completely understand.
Me
I love
too.
the first
I can
episode.
understand,
The first
yeah.
episode was nostalgia heavy.
Oh yeah.
That's why I liked it so much. So
And so I agree with that because I'm waiting to see where the story goes. Where is it going to continue? Because after we defeat it, once we have everybody together, what are they going to do? Where are they going to go? So that's what I really want to see and can't wait to see it happen and find out what the Digidestin overall. So I'm very excited about that.
But then it is creative and it's good. It's pretty decent where they have to stay within the digital world to go to fight the other viruses, and then the stakes of we have to stop this nuclear missile from the submarine that's attacking Japan. And I think it makes sense in a way, but what really threw me off a little bit was the virus Digimon was able to digivolve twice, even though it got beaten. And it's like, wait, so he's able to go again and again?
It might have Saiyan DNA. We don't know.
Right? I'm like, something like, damn, like what kind of if you have a Saiyan DNA virus, everybody's screwed. You know, everybody's kind of screwed. You can forget about technology at the moment. We're back to the Stone Ages level in that sort of way. Shit.
They just need
I
a
mean,
character.
you don't use your ultimate power until you need it. Like,
Yeah,
if I can
right?
defeat something at this level, then I'll do it. And then you just keep going up and as much as you need to.
I'm more happy with the Omnimon than Greymon, like the World Greymon, because World Greymon to me is just one of my favorites. Like, it's just one of my favorite evolution, and I really can't wait to see when do we get World Greymon. Do we get it again soon, or do we wait for the 25th episode, for the 35th episode? Because I think we got World Greymon in the original reboot. I think around the 35th episode, if I'm correct. Because
I don't remember.
no, because I was rewatching old clips the past couple of days ago, so I was just curious to see how the animation, how the storyline. And when I was rewatching some old clips, I think if I'm correct, I saw it around the 30th episode, something like that, when we saw War Greymon and everything like that. So it makes sense and interesting to see how would it all come back and come full circle in this reboot. How will they continue the story for like that? So I'm curious how the other Digidestin like TK, Claire,
Kyrie.
Kyrie, sorry, and the nerd kid and everything.
Izzy.
Like, Izzy, no, the one that was smart in school.
Oh, Joe.
Joe, thank you. So like, I wonder how they'll all feel coming everything together. So I really can't wait to see that.
Yeah, for sure. But I like this episode. Me and Miguel definitely like the second episode, and we can't wait to see what's gonna happen.
Hell yeah,
because
for sure.
I mean, it's Omnimon, it's Omegamon. You want to see him in action. You want to see him fight.
Oh yeah, for
And
sure.
That's the main point. That's you know for sure you're gonna have to spend a lot of money onto the animation for his fight in that
Well,
next episode.
But question to move on topic. I wanted to know, James, did you finish watching the My Hero anime?
Yeah.
The fourth
Like,
season.
yeah, the full season and everything like that. Because I want to talk about the full season of My Hero and everything like that. Since when Ray comes back, he could talk about it. So, James, what did you feel about the whole season of My Hero season 4?
I love season 4. Season 4 gave us a lot of stuff that we needed to see. The overhaul arc was amazing. I think this was a really great tease for audiences to see what Deku is like at 100%, what the potential could be. And I don't want to go into spoilers, but he will have some other techniques. So seeing those techniques used at 100%, that's going to be fucking insane. Everything with like Eerie and like the festival arc, even though a lot of people were complaining that it felt like filler, to me, it's not. We've said this before on the podcast. This was necessary. Horikoshi decided to tell a story about high school kids.
You
And guess
talking
what?
about My
This is
Hero
a part.
Academia? I knew it.
Yes, we're
And
talking
this
about
is
that.
this is a part of being in high school. You go to class. There's school events. You have this school festival. It's a part of telling a story. He is building a universe. He's building a world, and I think that season 4 did a really good job of building up that world. And I love the way that it ended, showing the new number 1 hero, showing Hawks, getting that introduction to him, getting that introduction to the new high-end Nomu.
Oh
That's
my God,
really
the ending.
interesting. Man, I think this was really great setup, but it also had great action beats throughout the entire thing. Watching Deku versus Gentle, that was awesome.
Oh,
Being
hell
able
yeah.
to see what's the little girl's name? I can't remember.
La Brava.
La Brava?
Yes.
Mhm.
Watching her and her love for Gentle and everything with that was awesome. I love Gentle's power. The way he uses his quirk is really cool. I loved everything about season 4. I love My Hero Academia. It is one of my favorite anime manga of all time. Like this is great. I don't know where it ranks for me in all 4 seasons, like where I would put season 4 just yet. I don't know, but it's up there. This was so much fun. Like
Season
Overhaul
4
is so cool.
Season 4 is my favorite season, not for Overhaul, but for the characters in the world. Like this is the one I say this all the time. This is the season one in the manga wise that got me back on the full time My Hero train.
Makes sense.
Straight up. Like there was so much stuff that was happening that I was like, okay, no, this is good. These characters are good. These villains are good. I want to catch up. And from that point forward, I was like, I'm catching up on the manga. It immediately got caught up, and I don't regret it. Not at all.
For me, season 4 is my number 2 favorite out of the 4 rankings, out of the 4 seasons. Season 2 is my favorite. Because there's a whole fight with Deku, Shoto, the stuff that we learned about Endeavor and everything. So season 2 I prefer a lot. And then if I try to keep, if I had to just give them a quick ranking, season 2, season 4, season 3, season 1. If I had to give them a quick ranking.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think I can rank season 1 that low. Season
Yeah.
1.
I was just gonna say like.
I'm not saying it's any towards bad or anything.
Oh no,
so
no,
low.
no, I know that. I know that.
yeah,
That's not
yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
But I don't think I can rate season 1 that low. Season 1 was.
I wouldn't
It's
put
because for
season one
me,
last.
My Hero took a hard time for me to get into and grow into, because season 1, as much as people like to complain now on Twitter saying that he's a crybaby or anything like that, I had the mindset in the first season.
God, that pisses me off so much.
Yeah,
I didn't get.
Current
I never
Twi-
got that mindset.
yeah, current Twitter, I find that
felt
stupid. But me
not
myself,
relatable with
I
it.
never have liked that. It was hard for me to grow into, for Deku to have that type of mindset that I had to understand his character and like that. So that's why season 1, I probably need to rewatch season 1 to actually have a better love for anything. But I watched the whole series of My Hero once season 2 was airing, and the first 3 or 4 episodes I binged that with season 1. Then after that, season 2 with episodes, the first 4 episodes. Then after that, I was watching week to week. So I was late to the party, if you want to say it, to the anime and everything. So that's why after season 2 aired, I started to read the series of My Hero. So that's why, to me, I love season 4, because I agree with what Ray said, that the whole Gentle arc is what hooked me more than the Overhaul arc. Because the Gentle arc is what really show you the repercussion of what happened with Eri and like with Overhaul, like showing it in the anime. My favorite scene in the anime is so small and but it's so very significant, is when Eri first time she smiles and sees the concert.
Dude.
Because it shows in the anime, I felt it was
my whole heart.
That's what it truly means to be a hero.
Yeah.
Not just punching people, being able to save people like that. She forgot how to smile.
Yeah.
She
She did-
doesn't
I
know
don't
what
think she
gifts
knew.
are.
Yeah.
She doesn't know what gifts are. She
Mhm.
doesn't know how to read all of these different things.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, there's so much great stuff in
And-
season 4.
That's what I love about that, because for that scene, it made me impacted more in the anime and more the manga. Because in the manga, it was beautiful art, but in the anime, the music being added to it, the whole scene, the whole scene being flashing away from darkness, and then with Miro just say, "Look, Deku, she's smiling," and Sir, saying Sir too about Night Eye,
Mhm.
saying, still mentioning his name and thinking about him after death, like that's freaking beautiful. Like knowing what they just went through a whole battle scene in a town that barely people knew that was going to happen and everything. That like it's just impactful. I love season 4 for what it is, the music and the scenes and everything. if I have to give a quick rating as an overall season, I'll give it an 8.5 out of 10. It was entertaining. The music for Deco and the song for All Might run, but with the lyrics, it just went at the beautiful time. It
Man.
was just impactful, and to hear it in the movie,
It was perfect.
Two Heroes
I
Rising,
thought it was perfect.
it was amazing. I really love this.
I love that song. That rendition of that song is so good.
You Say Run is
Mhm.
one of my favorite pieces of music.
Mhm.
If I'm being honest, it's so good.
To come from an anime period, oh, absolutely, it's so good.
Yeah.
And it fits. And I love the there's the joke, You Say Run goes with everything. It does.
It does.
You can literally
so
put it with
awesome.
any of your most hype anime moments, and it works.
My favorite moment from My Hero Academia is still from season 1, episode 2, right at the end, where the score is swelling and All
classic.
Might tells
That's a
Deku,
classic, though.
"You can become a hero."
Mhm.
I cry every time I see it. Every
It's
single
so
time.
That hooked me
good.
into it.
Every time.
Plus, another
hooked
reason
me
why I
in.
love season 4 is because they play a great opening, but made it better. You Say Run, but then they play Just Another Hero at the end for Endeavor's fight against High End.
That's
Just
my
Another Hero.
second favorite song.
No, Just Another Hero is my favorite OST.
That's my second favorite one. I love that song so much.
That's my number
It
one.
can't be You Say Run, but
Oh.
God, Just Another Hero is so good.
I
Yeah.
literally played Just Another
Mm.
Hero in season 2 for I would say for 6 months straight. I downloaded
It was the
on my
ending
phone.
song for my stream for the longest
I
time.
know. I was there in most of the streams in the beginning when you started, and I love
it
it.
was
Like,
so
play
good.
You Say Run already. Play That's Just Another Hero already, and it was just amazing just to hear that of what, like, just the ending with Endeavor and plus the animation and seeing Hawks, just the whole adaptation. It was just fantastic. So it sucks to see. And Twitter and all what it is just be thinking, oh, they forgot they was airing My Hero week to week. I'm like,
I don't want to hear about
I'm
it.
like-
I don't
I'm
care.
like, shut
I
up.
just,
Yeah, fucking negative.
I'm,
Who the fuck are you? And I don't
I'm
care.
just gonna enjoy this. There are things that they could have done, quote unquote, better.
Yeah.
I don't care, but guess what? It was all fantastic, and it looked really
plus
good.
You
the
can
entire
say
time.
that about pretty much anything.
Exactly.
you.
That's
I
why I
was about to
said
say
it that way, because you can say it about everything.
Because at the
everything.
end, we're not there. We're not the animators. We're not the writers. We're not the storyboards. They thought what they think was the
Mhm.
best.
I mean,
attack.
unless we're talking about Seven Deadly Sins season 3, but we're not
yeah.
gonna talk about
Yeah, that's
that.
a whole different story.
Because that's
But Sam, I know that you've been quiet about this. Have you watched the season overall? Have you had the chance to watch the overall season?
I haven't finished the season. I'm still up to the school arc, the festival arc.
festival
okay.
arc. Okay.
Yeah, like with the gentle arc and stuff like that. I'll
Mhm.
binge all of it, and for sure, I'll tell you my thoughts for next week. But yeah, from what I've watched so far, overhaul arc was a really good arc up to its end. When Night Eye dies, I teared up a little bit for that episode 2. Rest in peace, Night Eye. But at least he did the best he can for this hero, and he did all that he could for Marino, and Marino will never forget the stuff that he taught from him, he learned from him.
Oh yeah.
If you don't call that boy Mirio, I swear to God.
Because Sam, when I hear that name, I sound like you're saying Mario.
Mario?
Yeah, that's what,
That's what I keep hearing. I'm like,
Me
Mirio,
too.
like,
I'm like,
Mario. No,
no,
Mirio.
it's Mario. I'm like, Sam, why do you sound like
Mario.
you're saying Mario?
Do the Mario.
Because I pronounce I like almost. It may sound.
It's okay.
That's how I pronounce it. M-I.
As long as you don't say Mario, it's fine.
Yeah.
Marino.
As long as I hear Mario.
I love
They're
I
like,
love when Mario
Mario.
fights Overhaul.
That would be interesting.
Oh no. Oh
For
no.
anybody that's watching, if you're an animator, please do that for us. Just a quick 10 seconds. Just show
Please
it to her.
no.
Just show it like,
Oh, he wears the same
Mario.
colors too. Oh no.
Dude, you know what I just thought of? Do you remember that scene where Overhaul looks up and he sees like Deku's shadow and he's in the lightning and everything? Can you
Yes.
imagine Overhaul looks up and Mario says,
Mario.
"It's me, Mario!"
You know,
Oh,
maybe-
And just punches him in the face.
You know, maybe James remind me after the show ends. I might do that as a just a quick Photoshop, just for the fun of
Oh
it.
my
If James remind me, I
Give
might
him,
do
the,
that.
super- give him the superstar powers just so that it's
That's what I was gonna
100%.
get. That's the scene I was gonna get. So maybe if I find the time, just a real quick photo shoot. Like, hey, if you guys want to watch the show,
One for all, full powered Mario. Here we go.
Here we go.
he has a flower and everything. He has a star, and he has a glow of the super speed and
Oh,
everything.
God.
What have we done? This is all your fault, Sam. This is your fault.
You're welcome.
Say the
people-
name better.
You're welcome, people of the internet.
Riot.
I don't want it. Oh my god! But no,
All
I
right.
love this season. This season was great, and I can't wait for next season.
Oh, you're speaking about the season 5 announcement that they happened to say at the end? Oh, that's interesting. Let's talk about that.
No, let's not talk about that because I don't know if you can talk about it without being spoilers. So,
All I'll say is, you guys are gonna have so much fun when you see season 5,
I mean, you're either gonna have so much fun or you're gonna be so distraught. One of the two.
You don't have
or both,
all,
Or
which
both.
is what you want.
all I
Fair?
would say, no spoilers, but all I would say, you're not ready for what's happening from here and out for every season afterwards, because season 1 through 4 have been the light stuff of the My Hero series. You will be getting the actual content of what is that Hori has been doing for this actual series from season 5 and on, and I can't wait for the My Villain Academia.
I mean, all you've had up to this point is world building. He's
Yes.
built up his world, and he's about to rock it for you.
You know, question for you guys. I wonder how audiences are gonna feel about the My Villain Academia arc, because it's so like separated from
Oh, it's
the
completely
heroes that we're
separated.
used to
Well,
following.
from the beginning, they
They're-
might get because it's a little like slow with the.
I don't know
with
about
more
the normal. The
introduction.
normal fans will be a little, but there's so many people.
That's who I'm talking about.
Yeah, like they're gonna be a little confused.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because there's no real indication on when you're going back.
Mhm.
Because
to
I'm sure it'll
happening.
be condensed, but you
Mhm.
have to have at least like 5 to 6 episodes
Mhm.
straight.
Yeah, you
Mhm.
do.
That's just the villain
So
stuff.
yeah, I can see people. I'll be curious to see if people complain about that online. But I feel like the people who complain online are the
About
people who like
anything.
the villains more anyway. So it's like, whatever.
Well, I mean, you're gonna get some good shit.
Yeah,
so.
exactly. So, yes, I liked it, the villains, but like I don't root for them. So
And plus, speaking
Yeah.
about the manga and everything, if you guys want and read the manga, check out the My Hero coverage that we did this past Sunday.
Yeah,
Because there was
we're
some
all
good
in
shit.
it now.
These 4 guys that you see here was in the video for the first time, and it will continue to be happening every week to week.
can we
when the
pull
new
one
chapter
out
comes
for-
out.
Can we pull one out for the new chapters that are coming out?
Let's put one out
Alright,
right
Mind
here.
me.
But speaking
Sad
about
times.
series that won't be coming out no more, Zipman. I feel bad for that.
Zipman. I feel bad for anything that gets canceled that wasn't immediately bad. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mhm.
Zipman wasn't bad. It
Yeah.
just wasn't as good as everything else that was out.
It's just what we said before. It's what the CW does, the week to week type of show, and I feel
Mhm.
like they could learn from it. But CW has been doing their best to learn from it, and they've been doing better with it.
They've been doing. Oh,
Yeah.
CW has gotten so much better than they were.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I
Mhm.
remember if you guys have seen Smallville compared to the current CW shows now, it's a big
If
If
difference.
you saw the Tomorrow People compared to anything that's out now,
Stop.
you would know
Stop.
exactly.
So Tomorrow
James
People
knows.
was interesting.
Stop.
I like the Tomorrow People. I was intrigued. It wasn't
I
good.
like the people that played the Tomorrow People because they were all hot. That's
Yeah.
different. I didn't
It
like the
was-
story.
it wasn't great. It wasn't executed great, but I was intrigued for something, but it just got
Sure.
canceled. And I also felt bad for Robbie Amell. He was the main star of the series, and then for his first main star role to be canceled, and then he had to go to the Flash and to play Firestorm, and after that he leaves. I'm like, damn, he has no luck.
Which was
He-
cool.
He's not a good actor. I'm sorry.
He's an okay actor at best.
He's not good.
Have you seen Code 8 yet?
Nope.
Not yet.
Mm-mm.
We should watch it all together because I really want to see Code 8. I really
That'll
wanna
be
see-
dope.
we
I'm
should-
I do want to watch that.
Me too.
I'm too busy watching Terrace House though, so we'll
we
have to
should
see.
we'll watch it when we have the chance to watch it because it's on Netflix right now. Technically, for anybody that's a fan of
Mhm.
Stephen Amell and Robbie Amell, it's on Netflix right now for Code 8, so I definitely suggest it. But overall, I feel bad for Zipman from what we're saying. The week to week villain that Zipman was doing, it was good for a while, but then it just kept
It was
getting
good for
It
the
was good
first
for the first
5
five
chapters.
yeah,
chapters.
but then
And then it
kept
got
getting-
boring.
It got repetitive and it got staggering where it could have been more intriguing. Where Power Rangers do it, but at least they do it more interesting and
No,
fascinating.
Well, see, but guess what? You know what
No,
Power
well-
Rangers would do? Do you know what Power Rangers did? Every character had an arc,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that's what made it
Like
interesting.
each episode, it's different. Like, all right, the Blue Ranger has some cameo.
I mean,
The-
they just they
each-
like every character had some drama that they had to overcome.
yeah.
yeah.
And, that wasn't the case with this.
No,
It
there
didn't
really
have
wasn't.
that. Like there was. I talked about this. This could have been good if they focused on a core cast and
Mhm.
decided to develop their stories as
Oh,
they
yeah.
fought these heroes of the week.
Agreed.
Yeah.
it could have been cool. But
And it's possible they've done like many stories have done that same thing before. Like My Hero, it's like the whole class 1A. Each of them have like their own episodes, their own
most of them,
stories, a
yes.
great build.
Mhm.
And if I also give another example, any of the Magical Girls series also as well. Tokyo Mew Mew, Sailor Moon, a lot of them had really
Sympho
good.
Gear, which everybody should watch.
Exactly. Like there's so many other good series that know how to build their own character team and that comes together and everything. But the thing about Zipman is that it was just only like one person and his brother. Like just two.
And it wasn't even really his, I mean, it was his brother, but it wasn't even really him. And I was like, okay. And then the whole thing with, what was her name?
Childhood friend or something like
Yeah,
Chica?
I don't remember.
Chica or something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. But yeah, you see how forgettable that is?
Yeah.
See, I think I think the problem is the pacing,
Mhm.
and
Yes.
I think Zipman is something you have to binge all at once,
Question.
not week to week or whatever it is. I think it would work
Not
better
even
if you
when,
just
not even
read
if
the
you-
whole. I'm not done yet.
Mm.
I'm only 6 chapters in. I haven't read the whole thing.
Yeah, even when I binged it, it was like,
Question for what James just said exactly perfectly. Pacing. Do you think the creators behind it that have to make this series, do you think that they get rushed to, like, for example, with what happened to Demon Slayer? The creator felt like she had to show music so early in the games because she felt like her series was going to get canceled. Do you feel like these creators that are in the Shonen Jump or in the Jump roster, do you feel like they have to meet a criteria to make sure that the series lasts? Like, for example, what happened to Kishimoto with Samurai 8, with Zipman, and what other said series, do you think they feel like they have to meet a criteria to, okay, I have to show the villain, I have to do this, I have to
yeah,
make sure
if they don't hit a
yeah.
certain amount of attraction
And
or
sales too.
popularity,
Yeah.
and
And
like at
sales
the
too.
start,
Well,
like
if
if
it's not-
in the first 5 chapters, if you're not doing well, then yeah, I can see why.
But I
should-
don't think that's the case with Zipman though. I
Right.
think the writing is just not that good.
It's not.
Honestly,
It
Oh yeah,
wasn't.
but
It really wasn't.
I was speaking overall with series in the Jump roster. Like, do you think they have that type of pressure why they don't last
Mhm.
like more than 16?
Like I
more
said,
than
I
30
do. I truly
chapters?
do feel like the ones that don't do well in the beginning, you absolutely see that pressure.
Mhm.
And it shows in the writing when you go back and look at it. You never see stuff like you didn't see that stuff in the big ones that succeeded. Like they
Mhm.
told their story and it just kind of worked from the start to where they ended.
Yeah.
I mean, outside of the trappings of Bleach, but you know,
Bleach is just a miracle. To me, it's a miracle for what had happened to.
I'm not gonna call it a miracle because the beginning of Bleach is awesome.
No, I'm
um,
speaking that it got rushed and cut, and then now it came back years later to get adapted.
Because
so
it
it's very
was good
interesting.
enough. It had. I feel like that show has more popularity than some popular shows that are still going.
Oh yeah, that
I
is.
agree. I agree.
So it's one of those things where it just really depends on your fan base.
Oh yeah, I agree
Or
with that.
something like that. And so yeah, to your point, absolutely. I feel like if you don't meet a certain I guess sales
Criteria,
goal or
threshold.
criteria threshold, like there's got to be something. There's got to be a point where it's like, hey, if you don't hit this, you got to do something to get some kind of traction.
But
And
then, like,
then you
you're,
see like
you're limited on time and amount
Uh-huh.
of chapters that you have.
and you can see where it happens, and you saw the same thing. You can see you saw it. You saw it
Mhm.
in Zipman. You saw it in Samurai 8.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna see it in the Guardian and the Witch too.
I
Like
haven't
it's
continued.
yeah.
You need
I
time.
think I'm maybe one chapter behind in that now, but I think we're gonna see the same thing there.
What, cut as well?
I think so. I think so.
I'm happy
So-
with the series that I'm actually reading week to week and I care for. I'm happy for the series. I'll shout them out real quick. I won't give too much. Spy X Family. I'm happy.
Okay, that's fine. That's gonna survive. That's gonna keep
I'm
leaving.
happy. Undead Unlock is doing great with sales and great
Yes.
from Japan.
Yes, it's
Yes.
doing very well.
It's
If
doing
it's
really
doing, and that's
weird,
what
but
I
it's
keep
actually
telling
pretty
people
good.
that if it's doing well in Japan, it's going to survive.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's doing great with sales. Also, and
Mashley.
Mashley is doing good with goodest audience and everything. The story is interesting. It is like Harry Potter
I like it.
with the One Punch Man comedy. So I'm very happy about that. And also, a lot of people are not talking about it, but it's doing great with sales.
Hey, Gravity Boys.
No, definitely do
Oh,
not say
thank
that
you,
name.
thank you,
Sam,
thank
I'm about to
you.
say, Sam?
He said no. Don't you
Boy.
ever say that
Wait,
again.
wait,
No.
wait, what else is there?
Why
Like,
did you
is
say that name?
Like I said, people don't talk about it. Mission has a core family as well.
Okay.
Ah.
All right.
This was
I mean,
this one is right now 31 chapters in and is doing great with sales. Is really in the top 10 always in the sales, in the weekly and the volumes and everything. So I'm really happy about that. that it gets a lot of talk in the Japan side, not in the US side. So that's why I tell people to enjoy it. It's like Spike's Family, but with Spike's Family, it's 3 people. But with the mission, yeah, the Good Family is more of an actual group of family of assassins and everything like that. So I do recommend for anybody that want to see Spy Kids, but more of teenagers and adults. That's the best example I could say it.
I mean, Spy Kids did have adult spies. Their
That's
parents.
what I'm saying.
I mean, I remember Spy Kids because I watched Tomorrow People, and one of the actresses from Spy Kids was in Tomorrow People, and I was like, God damn. I said God damn. So yeah.
I do agree with that. That's another reason why I was like, oh wait, you seem familiar. Let me search you like, oh,
Indeed.
okay, indeed. I see.
Puberty, huh? Wow.
But
We're all adults now.
But I do see why what Ray said that Guardian the Witch. I see it, and it sucks because Guardian the Witch was also was an editor of Tabata Black Clover, so it sucks that he went on his own thing and doing this series, and he might not survive. So it sucks for that to happen. But I wish him the best of luck.
I mean, I hope so. Like, have you guys read any further?
No.
The
So
last
I'm
chapter, I'm basically
behind.
caught up with that because I was like, I want to catch up, and it's
The last chapter for that I'm behind is chapter 6, and I think right now they're on.
they're on 11 now.
Yeah, chapter 11 right now. So I'm 5
And
chapters
it's
back.
one of those things where I don't know. It's a weird hybrid of a few different things. You could definitely see the magic, like influence from Black Clover, because there's different types of magic and different schools of magic, and I don't know.
One series that I might start reading from this as well as Blue Exorcist. I keep getting recommended from.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
I love the anime.
That last chapter really got me. Like, oh
Yeah, so
man, and I'm in tears. You got me.
So I keep getting recommended to from my friend Cypher, a couple of those fans on Discord and everything. Recommends it to me to read Blue Exorcist. I'm like, you know what? I don't really have time to watch more animes that I'm right now currently watching unless I don't sleep more. Then sure, why not? But right now, reading is the best way to just get the work through, much faster to it. So I'm thinking about it to find the time sometime this month to read Blue Exorcist and start the series.
Twin Star Exorcist is what I also recommend too.
Sam, take it easy.
I liked the first season of the anime.
I will get
Thought
there.
it was cool.
Okay. Yeah, I suggest the manga for it for sure.
Oh yeah, of course.
It's good.
That's down the game plan sometime down the rabbit hole and everything. But did you guys read the new series Viz? Moriking, or I call it Bug Beetle?
I have read it.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's a new comedy series about a kid who brings home a bug who happens to be the king of all insects that takes the shape of a human. It's interesting.
Word.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Moriking. It literally should be in the front page of this.
It's good. It's good for a few laughs. So
I have like one or two like ha's up onto it, but like that was it. But
the young sister or older sister, since she's in high school, she was the most funniest one because her reactions. You're like, wait,
perfect. Her reactions were, I thought, like, the real reactions that should have been. The little brother's like, oh, this is perfectly normal, and the sister's like, what
do
is going on?
Like, the teacher's like, oh yeah, let's treat this perfectly normal. Oh my god, these are kids. Like, you gotta like give what they want and that sort of stuff.
I'm gonna read this tonight once we're done.
You should.
It has a good laughs, but the thing about that, it doesn't really that first chapter didn't have anything that makes it shine that it's something like special.
I just feel like this one is not gonna last. Undead Unlock, even though it had its comedy edgy side, it had a story.
Some more interesting.
It had a story and
really
the concept of the was it not quirks curse. The curses of where he can't die. The girl has bad luck and everything, so they had their idea of a power system already and everything. So in chapter 11 chapter 8 and 9, they handle a organization in Unlock. In Moriking, I'm like, what's the point of your story? Like, what is your end goal? Right? Like, what's your route? Like, it just seemed like, okay, is he just gonna take control of the bugs in the world and just have a world of cockroaches and beetles or what? So I was a bit confused. Like, what is your end goal?
Yeah, like I'm thinking, like, so is this gonna be like Lion King? Is there gonna be like a Scar type of?
It did make a lot of reference of those.
Yeah, like I'm thinking, like, is there gonna be another bug that was like supposed to be the other king or something like that has to fight him and stuff like that?
I'm sure there will be.
If there's a rivalry of bugs, I'll be like, nah.
I mean, no, it's supposed
really
to. It makes sense that sort of way, but
If there's not, I'll be disappointed. But it looks like it's supposed to be mainly a comedy series, so it probably won't be.
Yeah.
That one seems like
Mashley had that kind of comedy series where everybody wants to be the top and be the best, and Mashley just wants to eat his cream puffs and live in peace and just graduate. And
I just feel like it's Shonen Jump is in a weird bubble of approving a lot of comedy stories and bits right now, and I'm wondering why. But I'm just maybe they're trying to see what hits and what don't say. So I'm really curious to see what's their end goal, what they're trying to make it work with.
I mean, like Miguel have told me before, like it's easy to do comedy and horror when it comes to like movies and stuff like that. Maybe they want to take a little bit less risk and go.
I mean, I feel like
route.
those are easy things to get in that people like, because if you can make them laugh a few times, they'll stay. Which is why I think that's why we're getting so many comedies coming in to Jump as other things get canceled.
Exactly, because I don't think Jump can bring something within a horror genre into.
Have you
only
seen?
I think they could.
I'm about to say,
They
have you
could.
seen Chainsaw Man and Jujutsu Kaisen? They kind of.
No, but that's a different from the different
I
magazine.
mean,
like for
Claymore
Jump.
wasn't Claymore in Jump?
It is.
I think that's Jump Plus. I think
that's Jump Plus.
I think that's Jump
Is
Plus.
it? I don't know. I thought it was in I thought it was in
Just
Jump.
saying,
They might have
Chainsaw
moved it
Man-
later, but it was in Jump.
Just saying,
It's on Viz.
Yeah.
Chainsaw Man has hell and purgatory, so trust me, they have some dark themes, and also
I'm sure
there's
they
a cover
have some
page.
dark stuff.
Wait, excuse me. This is Death Note, okay?
Death Note too, and also in
It's more
Chainsaw
within
Man,
the psychological
and,
route.
and plus
Still.
Sam, in Chainsaw Man
I mean,
cover
that's
page.
a subsidiary of horror.
I think like 10 chapters ago in the cover page of Chainsaw Man, they had the cover page was banned in some countries because they had two lesbians effing each other doing scissors in the cover page of Chainsaw Man. So trust me, they have some dark
That
shit.
sounds great.
Yeah. That's why I do suggest to read Chainsaw Man. It was about 10 chapters ago.
How do I find this cover?
I'm just talking about my interest.
Yeah, like
This is how you
guess
guys
it
grab
could
people's
still
attention.
bring
Tell them
in
that there's a
more-
cover page and has the scissors. That's all.
I don't
could
think you
still,
say it like
bring
that,
in
but yeah.
more within the
You know.
horror genre though, and like, I mean, Jujutsu Kaisen is doing well with its
It
almost
is.
genre.
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, like why not take more chances within the horror?
Even though I
series
don't know when
genre
Sam is gonna
side.
read those, but sure, he'd rather read other comedy series than read, some great ones in a very long running series of Shonen Jump.
Hey, at least they have the anime series that's gonna be coming up, and I'd be glad to watch them, and I'd
Shonen-
probably be more surprised.
Good luck for Jujutsu Kaisen. That's not gonna be coming out until next year.
I'm fine with that. I have time. I have other mangas to read, like you just said. Thank you very much.
There's
man.
so much manga to read. There's
Man,
so much
y'all-
anime to watch.
Y'all
like-
remember Toriko?
Yes.
Never seen it or watching. I just
No.
see the only thing I saw.
What?
the-
I've never heard of that.
I know
Toriko?
Toriko.
It's like
Toriko?
It's like
Yeah.
it's like Food
Dragon
Wars.
Ball. It's like Dragon Ball
And Food Wars together.
Wars, One Piece,
Yeah.
in the same thing.
Yeah.
What?
Don't do this.
Yeah, it's an old series.
It's on
It's
Viz
a very.
as well.
I,
It's a very
I
old
won't say. I
series.
won't say very old. Sam. Wow. How
I'm
dare
not
you?
saying that,
I
Sam,
said-
Toriko came out in
Ah,
2008.
I've seen this. I've seen this.
That's not that
Yes.
old. Like old
It was what
is
they
like
tried to make
2000s.
happen. It got almost 400 chapters probably.
I don't know.
It wasn't for me. I
Let
was
me
like,
see.
this is weird.
It did make other collabs though.
Yeah,
It
there's a
collabed with-
collab with Dragon Ball, One Piece, and Toriko about a race where they get
remember.
to an island or something, and then they fought, which was pretty cool fighting. But to me, it was
Yeah.
a bit lackluster.
Yeah,
Mm.
this was like Inuyasha for me. It's all right.
Inuyasha. LOL.
It's all right.
No, I'm good.
Answering Adam Knight's comment, do you see Sleepy Princess? Yes, I actually read and can't wait to watch Sleepy Princess.
Of course you do.
That's gonna be something.
That sounds like a Sam series. Yes.
It
That's
does-
in my series.
It does sound like a Sam series.
It's comedy. Yep.
Yes.
But speaking
Welcome, Adam. Thanks for
But
being here.
speaking about shonen series, let's talk about Demon Slayer getting its movie announced for the end of this year. Well, hopefully it stays with that date because they
Maybe.
it was
That's for Japan though.
well, yeah I
so-
know, but
isn't-
it's
I mean,
coming.
we usually get stuff like that in January
Yeah,
anyway.
Yeah,
so
exactly,
it
yeah.
comes
January,
out
February.
in October. It was originally supposed to come out in spring or summer,
I thought it
but
was summer.
yeah,
Yeah.
but then they moved it to October 16th of Japan's date. And the trailer poster looks awesome. It definitely had a good couple memes, pictures to screenshot, and I love it. That's why we have that thumbnail for it because it was amazing. I love how Rengoku's literally just eating there. And James, you read the latest 15 chapters of that arc. Are you excited for this?
Yeah, very.
For sure.
That's it.
I know, right? I'm like,
That's
sure.
it.
I
That's
was
good.
something
Straight to the
more.
point.
He just, yep. All right.
I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I really did enjoy like Demon Slayer. Like Demon Slayer was awesome. Like I love like the anime was a great first showing of that. And so yeah, I want more of it.
Because
Absolutely.
I want to be careful. I don't want to say anything that spoils anything, but I love Demon Slayer. Like because nothing. I can't say that nothing happens in those 15 chapters, but it's gonna be a fun ride. I can't wait to finish it.
We all
all
know
aboard
that
this fun ride. All right.
we all know if you're in a ride with a demon like that out of the first 10 and you have the powers from using to level up, Rengoku's gonna get hurt. That's what we know. Rengoku's either getting hurt or dying or something like that, or arm cut off or something. Because if Rengoku's in that train, we know something's gonna happen to him. We're sure that
they're about to have a bad time.
yeah, that's for sure. I am 100% facts on that. James, you don't have to agree or disagree because you give some great poker face and very intriguing one. He just might say like, "Yep." He looks at that, but I'm excited for that. So, like Ray said, that we should be getting the U.S. if it continues with that release date for us. We should be getting the U.S. release date in January or in.
I mean, I'm
February.
not gonna lie. So far, 2021 is looking pretty lit.
No lie, like everything's gonna push next
It
year.
is stacked to
Already-
say the least.
Already better than 2020.
I mean, it's
already.
like they had to put a whole nother year in it. That's crazy.
It's kind of like it's kind of like 2021. It's saying 2020 2.0. Like, let's just have the better version over there.
I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. This is 2019 version 2. So
No, it technically kind of is like 2020 just. It's just continued for 2019. It's just like we just never started a new decade. This is the same
Yeah, we
decade
just-
for 2020.
Mhm.
It just
Absolutely.
never happened.
It's literally like when Windows 7 came to be.
Oh
So-
no! What
so-
you mean Vista?
So should we just
That's basically what it is.
This
It's
is
Vista.
Vista.
It turned
This
into
year's
7.
Vista.
This
Oh,
year's
shit.
Vista.
so
Yes.
so should we just talk about the animes that got postponed and canceled for this year so far, Sam?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Read
okay.
out.
So what got postponed is the
Number
Violet
one.
Evergarden movie.
2,
Oh,
My Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu season 3.
3,
No Guns Life, the second half.
4.
I'm sad.
Weekly Shonen Jump magazine's been delayed for this weekend and
That's-
it's gonna
yeah.
come back the following. Yeah, we mentioned this.
what the hell am I gonna do this weekend?
Sword Art Online World of Underworld Part 2 delayed till summer, but we don't know
This
if
gives
it's
me
gonna
time to
happen
catch
during
up.
this summer.
Yes, it gives
I
you
have
really
time to catch up because I haven't seen pretty much any of season 3.
You should it gives you time. You have technically right now about 14 weeks to catch up. So you have 10 weeks to catch up. 10 weeks to catch up. So you have time now. So you're good. And
He also given
the last
anime
one?
film.
yes. So with those and plus ReZero was already announced in the beginning of the year. That was not beginning in the month of February or March. That was already postponed for summer as well. So summer and fall is going to be interesting seasons because fall we have SAO, we have Fire Force, we have
Part
the
two.
Machi season 3, and we
I
have
think that's summer, no?
yeah, no, that's summer. I
Yeah,
just
it's
said SAO, Fire Force, Damachi season 3, and everything else coming out in this summer. So that's gonna be a 10 summer if it continues with that route of hopefully things are not gonna
Hopefully,
continue
yeah.
being postponed or everything. Because we're also getting Fire Force season 2, Haiku, and let's see what's interesting from
Oh,
here.
yeah, Haiku got pushed too.
No,
Mhm.
no, Haiku wasn't
Wait.
in push.
Oh, it got,
It
no,
was
got
already
delayed.
scheduled. It was
Oh,
already
really?
scheduled for summer
Wasn't
already.
didn't it delay an episode or two?
No, it was good, Sam. It's all good.
Okay.
And plus Baki returns in season
This
2.
Summer?
Yeah, in
I
season
think
2 this summer.
Yeah.
So far that's what is interesting come out with the season. And Rent a Girlfriend, but that's not interesting for you guys maybe. But Fire Force, Danmachi,
it a
and SA and ReZero, 4 popular series. And I know Ray, are you excited for Danmachi season 3? No, I guess not. Okay, he just said, "What the fuck you talking to, boy?"
I will watch ReZero. I'm going to give it a 4th chance, and I will try it.
Listen, I'm
Hold
gonna
on,
give
hold on.
Damachi another chance as well with this next season.
Like I said, I still need to watch season 2 of SAO, and I need a
Serum to wake him up, to keep him awake.
my boy. To be honest, I love SAO. If you want, skip season 2 and just start season 3. If you like
no,
SAO,
wait. Don't go to season 3 yet. Watch the movie.
oh yeah,
The
watch
movie
Order in the
first.
Scale. If you have more
Yeah.
sword in the skill.
Oh, you can skip the movie and just watch. The
I
season.
wouldn't skip
Yeah,
season 2. I
no.
think there's some important stuff
There
in there
is,
with the
but it's just-
characters that you see in season 3.
I like season
Or
2.
you could be like me, the blasphemer, and read all that on Reddit or whatever, and just watch the newest season.
Don't be like
Or
Ray.
you could do that.
Don't be like Ray.
That's exactly what I
Do
did,
not be like Ray.
and I had a great time.
Don't be like Ray again. Ray is a bad example. No. Bad example.
I'm a terrible SAO fan, and I claim that. Yeah.
Good
I
for
love
him.
the Gun Gale online stuff.
Me too,
I
I
love
did
the
I did.
whatever the other world was after the Gun Gale online with
It's
the
called,
fairy.
It's called Alfheim.
Alfheim online. Yeah, I like that. I liked all of it. It's not
True
as good as
SAO
season
fan.
1. I think that's the problem. It's not as good as season 1, and season 1 was just so good that
Mhm.
people think that it's not good.
Yeah.
I agree with
It's
that.
okay, but I feel like after like such a high with season 1, that just brought you back down like into a lower level. Like, it wasn't too bad, but it just wasn't there to compare to the first season for sure.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I definitely agree. But for those like light, I suggest if you are curious about season 2, if you need a watch partner to watch season 2, I will watch it with you. I will help you stay with. I will chat with you if you need a watch partner to watch season 2. I will watch.
I second that.
Yeah, so I definitely would be entertained to
I'll,
rewatch it.
I'll read the articles with you on Reddit if you want.
No, don't worry. You can stay on your corner and read Got a High School if you want to cover for the channel or anything like that. You could read.
All right. Listen,
Got a High
mark
School.
my word. Mark my words, Chad. They talking shit about God of High School. They're gonna be like, "Oh my God, God of High School was the best thing ever." Just you wait.
I didn't
Well,
say anything.
if you want
should
to,
wait.
if you want to read Got a High School and have a stream or something, or if you want to cover it weekly, you can go ahead. Just tell me which clip to cut on the editing side if I need to cut anything, so I don't listen to anything.
Nah, you need to watch and read the God of High School. Trust me.
When it comes out, I will watch and read it and everything like that. But when it comes out, But if you want to cover anytime on your side, you can. Just let
Oh,
me know
I'm
when to
gonna
edit.
cover the hell of that as soon as it's out. The
Definitely.
anime is gonna be GOAT. I can't wait.
But speaking about anime, what else is got announced, Sam?
How Not to Summon a Demon Lord anime gets a second season and coming out in
Oh.
2021.
I'm
Very
excited for that.
about this.
I'm really excited.
Hmm.
I watched season 1 because I think because of you, Sam, right? I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, actually, no. I think you just saw the cover and like, wait, let me give this a shot. Just you saw a big.
I'm pretty sure I was the first one to see it out of all of us, and I,
I think so
recommended
because during
You
I was
did.
also watching it.
You did.
because if I'm correct, we all was talking about it in the phase 1 of the podcast when Sam was sending us our ugly screenshots throughout this past week, which I don't know why, and I hate that about Sam, was reminding us about how ugly we look back then in our old sets. Really hate you, Sam, about that. It really was just giving some.
My old set is pathetic.
Mine-
the way my old
mine
setup
too.
was.
Yo, mine changed way too many
I
times.
didn't even have a set. That's not how that worked.
Right?
It was just a room.
And
But you had a video camera in.
yeah, and it's just Ray's posture and camera look was like like this.
Because
and
I was
this.
on a laptop. That's why I didn't have a webcam. I was on a laptop.
My whole set was weird. I had my Hulk pillow here. I had Luffy in the back there, and then sometimes back then in phase 1 we didn't have video side, so we had audio side. So in some of the behind the scenes, I was shirtless, so it was
Yes.
very
He
amusing.
was. No, he was.
So I was
I have
laughing
proof.
like, why was I shirtless all the time? Like
I was like,
I'm
yo,
like-
bro, why you always
I'm like,
shirtless every
I'm
time
like,
we're trying to
damn. I'm
record?"
like, damn. I was
You said that was phase 1?
Yeah,
That's phase 1.
yeah, that was based on the podcast. I'm like, I must have been really comfortable with Ray and Sim to just be shirtless all the time then. Like, just to be like, you.
I saw way more of you than I wanted to see before I actually knew you. I was like,
That's
"Damn,
true. He
dude."
did. Like,
If people are interested in the phase 1 stuff,
we
we
will
are
be.
putting that in Patreon.
I'll put it on his OnlyFans page.
We'll be uploading for Patreon. So if you want to see Phase 1 podcast, we'll be uploading on Patreon.
I'll
I think.
upload it down. for
Yeah,
you,
I
for
think
sure.
Sam will be uploading on the video side through YouTube, but then he would just upload the link. So if you guys want to see shirtless and ugly side of us in Phase 1, we have I think 15 episodes of that, Sam.
I think more.
Yeah, roughly that, so-
because we also had like the specials and then the movie reviews as well.
Yeah, so Phase 1
How many
podcast-
episodes was I on in phase 1?
I think
I
three
think it
or
was
four.
5.
Yeah,
I think 5.
Yeah,
I think
maybe,
I think after a while, like, we need to keep James on to.
Yeah,
record and
because
stuff
right
like that.
after we first had James,
You said that?
no, Ray
no,
said
no.
that.
Ray
Ray
said
said
that.
that first, and then I second that. Then Sam like, yeah, I totally agree. Like, yeah, because we both said it. So like, yeah, because we both were like, yes, James is awesome. I'm glad I brought him on. Like, hey, James, would you trying to guest on the podcast? Like, yeah, sure, I love to. And then from there on, it's history.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'll re-listen to some of them just so like.
Hello, Tabaki. Welcome.
Hi Tamaki, and
Hi.
what's so
A Cell
world?
World. A Cell World's good. I like
never
it.
seen that. I've heard of that.
It's like a game based like anime as well. I
Is-
like it.
Is
Yeah,
it like
you should- I think you should. I can't say anything about. I just want you to watch it. Like, I think you'll
Okay.
be interested after you watch the
It
first
is
few
the
episodes.
same Arthur of SAO. So
Mhm.
that
That's why I
sounds
think.
good.
That's why I think you like. Because I'm not gonna lie. I actually really like that one over SAO. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh,
I really
yeah?
do like that one. I do personally.
I'm gonna
Nice.
check it right now.
Light, have you seen Log Horizon? Have you seen that anime? Let me know.
Oh, 2012.
Because I like that one a lot too.
2012. Okay, looks interesting.
So Adam is right. I'm on Adam. Adam. I feel you.
What did Adam say? Because I'm looking at.
A Cell World is better than SAO. The same author.
And
Oh, wow.
it has a better game system. I don't doubt you because sometimes SAO can be a little confusing when it comes to its game system.
Hey James,
SAO was just really dramatic for the sake of
I just sent
drama,
the
and I
link
didn't.
of
That's
SL
what kind of turned me
World
off sometimes.
in the group chat.
Thank you.
But it looks interesting. A little fat kid with a gun in the back. well. Hey, he do seem like a fat kid from what I see from the picture.
It's true.
Well, James, tell me from the current page. He does look like a fat kid, right?
That's why I say
I mean,
watch it. Watch
He
it.
does.
Right? He does.
He's. I'm gonna make a joke. He's a little porker. It's funny.
All right.
All right.
I will definitely check it out.
You can watch it on Hulu official site, and Crunchyroll as well, and Viz. Okay.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. So
I want to talk about that next episode.
Okay.
Y'all got time? All the
24
anime got pushed.
I will make that happen.
24 episodes. Hey James, if we find time together, let's watch it together.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, he's a little chunky.
You're like, yeah, he's a little chicken for the picture, right?
Just added it to my queue in Crunchyroll.
Noise. Yeah, I want to talk about that next.
Yeah, because I'm trying to force James and Ray to make analysts, but they will probably never get the chance to do it. It's so worth it.
I'm just gonna do it because I'm not gonna do it because I'm petty.
I mean, didn't I make an account? I think I did.
It's really worth it. It really helps out to keep track of what you're doing and like what channel, what series you're watching currently and what you plan to watch, and it helps you remind of, for example, like a series comes out today at 3. It reminds you, oh, the series came out, so that means in an hour or two will come out in with the legal side on Crunchyroll and everything. So it's very helpful. It is very useful. Like, so when I know when Black Clover episode 100 and 131 came out in Japan, I'm like, okay, so that means in a good hour it's gonna come out to my side. So it's very helpful on that side.
All right, so our last news I want to talk about: Netflix and Boom Studio signs a 2-year partnership deal on an exclusive first loop TV deal for live action and animated series.
Oh, so the last news, aka the main topic of the show. Well, we have the title. I'm excited. If guys don't know about what Boom Studio is, Ray, I know you love it. Explain what's Boom Studio.
So Boom Studios is another big comic, house that y'all don't really know about probably. But guess what? They have almost all of your favorite childhood like shows as comic books that they can do. Like, I'm talking Rugrats, I'm talking Garfield, I'm talking, like, there's some big names in there that y'all like probably forgot about, but they could do a lot of stuff with them. The ones that I'm most excited about potentially, Power Rangers is a huge one because they have Power Rangers as well under Boom Studios, and they wrote one of the best comic stories I think in the past 5 years with Shattered Grid. And I'm really hoping that's what I hope that was the main focus of this deal, was to get Shattered Grid as an animated series on Netflix. Like, for the love of God, please. But then there's another comic book that I started reading years ago, by the way, that I forgot that Boom had, called Weavers, which would be sick. It's basically so Weavers is I'll just pull up from what I remember. There's like these crime syndicates, but there's this one crime syndicate that has supernatural powers from these spiders that they ate, and they get these like super creepy and it's like dark like superpower like story, and it's like that would be crazy.
So for those that don't know how well Boom Studios can make the art look this good, people don't understand, like, Boom Studios art style is amazing for the Power Rangers series or anything. Look, they do a fantastic job. They have great artists.
The Lord Draken arc in Power Rangers is one of the best things Power Rangers has ever had.
Oh yeah.
like Lloyd Tracking is freaking nuts. That's why I tell people all the time, everybody should have bought that game. It was a fighting game, and it was actually pretty good, and it has that story, and it's so good.
And I think it was in the. I think it was nominated, or wait, no, it wasn't nominated, right?
It wasn't nominated, and that's why I was pissed because Jump Force got nominated instead.
That was very sad, though.
What?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. It got nominated for Game of the
tragedy.
Year over that game. So good. But no, I hope that this is basically them saying, yeah, let's do some Power Ranger stuff. And that would be, because I mean, they already have like almost all of the current Power Rangers live action on Netflix. So for them to get it and do it like an original, like Netflix original with Shattered Grid would be like, mwah.
I'm hoping
Perfect.
that's gonna be an animated series.
Please be animated. Please don't do that live action.
Yeah, I mean, you can have
Jason David Frank, I love you.
as voice.
like,
No, you
please.
can have him as voice. You can have him voicing the character. He can have him voicing.
He
Absolutely.
he's
Green
the
Ranger.
embodiment of Power Rangers. He loves it. He grew up with it, and he
yeah.
played. Like he literally went from the original series until Dino Thunder, or one more series after that was his last run.
I mean,
So-
he's made cameos. I mean, I think he made a cameo
think
in the last season.
He's made the most cameos of all the Power
yeah,
Rangers
because
ever.
because he's the most beloved, and like he has been part of every generation. Ray's and James.
Oh yeah, the
generation,
Green
and
Ranger
then the
shaped
generation
my
after us.
childhood.
I mean, the Green
Everybody's
Ranger
childhood.
arc was like this. That's what made Power Rangers dope.
Yeah,
My favorite.
Without the Green Ranger arc, I probably wouldn't have gotten into Power Rangers.
Oh yeah,
No,
because
you're right.
because in my favorite line of Tommy is when it's Dino Thunder, and one of and when the bad chick says, "Who are you?" I'm like, I have been many Rangers, but you will find out soon. And they just Transformers and everything. It like it feels good to be in a new suit, and it just shows that he remembers of all the incarnations that he's been as a Ranger and
I
everything.
mean,
And
you should. I mean,
of course, but I
still
love
the
how
same
it
person.
and I love how it just shows that he has gone from so many trials as a teacher, as a mentor, as a bad guy, and everything. It shows, and I love how Jason David Frank, after so many years, still has the same passion when he was playing as a Green Ranger, White Ranger, the Black Ranger, the Red Ranger, so many ones, and still
yeah,
pushes
he's grateful to the thing that made him.
who he is and famous for who he is, and then just he keeps pushing on for Shadow Grid, and I love how he continues pushing that, and now with Netflix, hopefully, and also they have a partnership with Nickelodeon, so they have a partnership with Nickelodeon and Boom Studio. There has to be
They're set.
there has to be some type of Power Ranger animated or something part of that. So if it's animated, I will be happy because they have a better budget and they could do more crazy ideas with it.
Well, wouldn't they need to start from the beginning then for the series and then build their way up to Shattered Grid then?
I don't think so because
I think they just start with Shattered Grid.
look at Shadow Grid, because Shadow Grid was a 2-minute pilot scene that they just wanted to see what would happen. Look what everybody they want that type of dark shit that really they show, because look how much like with the whole fandom show about that.
I'm thinking like who's gonna be the target, but I'm gonna guess is the target if you were ever a Power Ranger fan when you were young and everything. This is our target for you guys to watch this.
Oh yeah, for
animated
sure.
Series.
They know who they want and they know who they're gonna target for, and it's very exciting for. I'm very excited for this partnership, with the studio Boom and everything. It's very exciting to what they can do because they also license other adult content. So who knows what else they could include with Netflix, as they have some interesting.
I mean, yes, Boom has their own like original stuff as well that could be really cool.
Because,
So
because also makes sense because Netflix also did the show on the Dark Crystal, and the Dark Crystal is licensed by Boom Studios, so it also makes sense that they might do something more with the Dark Crystal.
I mean, there's also a lot of live action that they can do as well, and it's gonna be a TV series and not a movie. So like, if they could do something interesting within the 2 years of the partnership, I'm all in. I'm for it.
Which I hope if it succeeds and it does well, hopefully with what's happening with the world, hopefully they have enough time to do production, story time, and everything to actually put something else within the next year. So if that goes well, they could add more to the production and to the contract of what's about that.
There's one called Irredeemable that I think I would like to see. Synopsis is when Plutonian, the world's greatest superhero, snaps and turns into the world's greatest villain, only his former teammates have the chance of stopping his rampage. Sounds interesting enough for a Netflix show.
I mean, that sounds like Superman got turned bad, and
I mean,
told
it's
Justice
written by
League
Mark
thing.
Wade.
Oh
So
hell yeah!
okay.
If it's written by him, then it makes sense why,
Oh,
man.
okay.
but it's like yes, that's an injustice story, but like there were a
Mhm.
lot of other stories similar to this before that happened. So
Also,
Yes, true.
quick last question. With the news that came out, I think today or yesterday, fully. Have you ever guys seen Cells at Work?
Yes,
nope.
I
No.
like
Alright,
it.
Never even heard of it.
So, Sam, can you explain to us with the new series of the new Cells at Work Code Black? Because what is that series? Because I
Oh,
see
do you
some
want me
white.
to start with the original series first before I go into Code
What
Black?
me, James, Ray know nothing about it. So at least explain to us what
All
is the
right,
series
so
of Cells at Work.
I'll just explain Cells at Work. It just explains, it's an anime about the human body. Like within each cells in the body, the blood cells, the white blood cells, the platelets, all of them are animated into like characters, human characters in a way, and they're all working, which a human body should. Like blood needs to flow through your body, oxygen needs to get travel through. Your white blood cells attacks cancer cells or diseases or codes and all that stuff. Um, Basically, it's literally an animated series shows about the human body and how your cells work and how the human body functions and how it all works in a more fun, creative, animate way, kind of thing.
What does that remind me of the
That's like
Disney?
Moses Jones.
That's what I was gonna say. Like
Moses Jones.
I'm like, what does
Yeah.
that remind me of that movie? I was just like literally doing what he's doing because I saw in the news stated that with the movie with the new show Cells at Work Code Black is coming out, and then I see a whole white side, then I see a whole
Like,
red
okay,
side.
so
So it
with
seems
Code
interesting about that.
Black, it's more of the darker side because with Cells at Work, the first one, it was just a regular healthy human body. But for Black, this is a non-healthy body. This is a
Why
body
it gotta
that
be black though?
I didn't say- Black
I wasn't
as in
gonna say it.
No, I'm mad. Why Cold Black gotta be the unhealthy body? I'm upset.
Because Code Black is a hospital term within.
I know, but still, you could have picked
Why is
anything
that?
else.
Black.
You could have picked anything else.
Red.
Yeah,
It
we could have
means
picked
near
Cold
death.
Striped.
It means near-death situation, like really, like closest to death.
Oh
right
my
there.
god!
Because
That's
like
okay.
this in this body,
All right.
the person is a heavy drinker, heavy smoker.
What is this shit?
And has cancer has cancer cell within his
So
body.
all
that his
black
body's
people are
inflamed.
stoners and alcoholics? Is that what you're saying?
I wouldn't go there.
I feel like
Sam
I wouldn't go there.
I just feel like Sam just continue digging himself a rabbit hole with the more story
explaining
and
the plot of this
I know,
anime.
I know. That's something like
Oh
the
man.
more plot and
How do you want
synopsis
to
you
take? How do you
give.
want to take this? Is up to you, but it's completely different from what you're thinking.
No.
Hey,
I'm not actually thinking that.
However,
It
you
was
want to
wide
see your
open.
own perspective.
No, it was
We're just
wide
having-
open.
It was
we're
wide
just-
open.
Exactly.
We're just having
wide
some
open.
fun with the plot and synopsis, Sam. We're just having the. You're
You
just,
don't have to watch it, but it is enjoyable. And
Sam
I'm
read it to me in
enjoying
dark
it
anime.
too.
Exactly. Didn't even phase him.
Oh yeah, trust
Yeah,
me. Like
because
you
reading
don't-
shouldn't phase me. No, of course.
Oh, yeah,
no.
Oh
like,
no,
trust me.
it's too late. You're numb to
No.
this stuff, Sam.
Oh yeah, trust me.
You know,
like,
I'm also numb. I'm always
you-
numb to these stuff. If
you
I've
guys
read
don't
all
know,
this
Sam.
stuff and if I watch all these animes and stuff, I'm
Uh-huh.
numb. I'm numb.
Uh-huh.
That's
Is-
why I can't. That's why I can't watch. I can't read a manga series that has an anime because I'm gonna get numb with my reactions.
Trust me.
That's
I
very
learned.
true.
I learned that
And
from
it's very
experience.
true.
I
Damn,
learned that from experience.
that's when Stonewall Sam shows up.
Okay.
Like, hey guys, welcome Anime League fans. Legend Divas, here's Stonewall Sam.
It's like,
Hey guys, welcome. We're going to be talking about
Oh
Attack on
my
Titan
God.
season 3, part 2. Yay! I read the series.
yes, I
Hey,
see some dark shit. Like I see a lot of dark shit in my
Yeah,
life.
when you know what's actually happening, like right now, it's hard to go back and be like, "Yeah, this is
Exactly.
exciting."
Yes, exactly. Like I can't
But
get excited.
you can be
yet.
like
mean-
some people like me and Ray who still get excited to see the stuff get adapted, like me with Black Clover, even though I just
Like,
get
I'm
60
happy to
views
get
and
the
nobody be watching me. I'm just top
happy to
liver.
get the adaptation, but like if I already know where the story is going and leading everything, I have to put my focus somewhere else that I might nitpick. It's
Yeah.
all like its flaws and stuff. And
No,
that's
Because
why
when
I get
certain
excited.
things happen, you
there are
can't
some
get
things I
excited or be
just
surprised because you know what it means.
There's
Yeah.
some things I just enjoy. So I'm
Yeah,
like, I just like it.
It's
It's
hard
all.
for me to enjoy something if I already know the story because that's my first approach into like anything. I want to know like where it's gonna go through in the story and stuff, or else it's gonna be the animation. Like how well was this animated? Am I gonna nitpick some of these stuff, or if like I don't like this part, even though like the story was doing really well, but nobody was focusing on the animation, and I probably like nitpick the entire animation of why it's not too great, and I'm like I'm like, oh yeah, the story's good, but then that part of the animation it just bugged the hell out of me. It just did not look good. It just that's like small thing. It's just what's gonna get to me. That's why like I need to have like both the story that's helped cover the animation that I don't notice that there's a flaw.
So
in it,
maybe
in that
you're
sort of
saying
way.
is just stop reading and watching anime. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen.
Oh yeah, yeah, makes sense.
You do know that's not all mangas get an anime, right?
Oh yeah, that's very true. That's very understandable.
Mhm.
But I know that I know that we're past our 2 hour mark. But I want to know, can we
Oh,
go?
wait, what?
Can we go like another 5 minutes? Because I want to talk about one thing before we end the show.
Sure.
Fair.
So one
Yeah.
thing, one thing I've learned from reading webtoons and everything like that, with what like said webtoons, starting their engagement and everything. A lot of webtoon series are very ecchi and horny. I've started to learn that because I've started to read a couple more other webtoon series this past week.
Well, I mean, the one that I've been telling y'all about from the start is very, very that. Yeah, you remember the one that I kept telling you about? The one I kept yelling out to read about? It's exactly that. Let me
Which
pull it
one?
up
Because you
again.
do you do recommend us a lot of series throughout the show.
Sorry, my bad. 1 second. Let me find it. I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Okay, while you find it, I was recommending a series online with
Mage and Demon Queen.
Oh,
It
yes,
is
yes.
very it's very horny.
Mage and Demon Queen.
Yep, Mage and Demon Queen, very horny. Yep.
Okay,
Mhm.
Mage. And
Is that on
It's on Webtoon.
Webtoons.
Webtoons? Okay.
Mhm.
Mage and Demon Queen? Okay.
Yes, like I am slowly creeping into madness every single day. That's how I became Stonewall Sam.
Can you-
Stonewall Sam?
Can you send the link in the group chat? I can't find it.
Absolutely.
All right. But I was recommending a series through this past weekend. It's called My Kingdom. I think
Yes,
it was.
we talked we talked about Moriking already.
Yeah, we
Yes,
did.
We did. Check back about 30 minutes ago after the VOD and everything. We spoke some pros and cons about it. But I read some series in the webtoon side. It's called My Kingdom, and I find this concept different and intriguing. That this guy just came out of high school. He graduated and everything, but then he wants to make a business of prostitutes, and he also fucks his old high school teacher, and then has a rich apartment because he beat up the owner that went to the USA because to do some business trip. So he beat up the owner so bad to let him keep the apartment while he travels and takes care of it. And then he has a girlfriend, but also the girlfriend has to understand that he's gonna build a prostitute business. And I was like, it's just very intriguing. Like this is the most fuck up stupid shit and everything. And also there's the kid that helps in his group for betting sports, and this kid is a whiz on bets, and that's how he makes his money. So I was like, webtoons are very intriguing with the story. They're more better than Japanese ecchi horniness. From what I'm finding interesting, fascinating.
Let me tell you this about this, Miguel. A lot of the manhwas and the webtoon series, like mainly what helps get a lot of the people to read their stuff is mainly because of the fan service. Like a lot of fan service, because they will sell the hell out of like just sex and whatnot into their series.
It sells. Yep. That's
Sex
why you
sells.
put hot people in
basically
TV shows
it.
and movies.
Yeah.
Just like the CW with
doesn't
their
have to make
100 and
sense.
Tomorrow
It's
People
just-
and Arrow and Supergirl and The Flash.
Like they could just
I
have.
do love Supergirl. You're right.
Oh yeah, it's a
I
fact.
do. Mhm.
But yeah, like they don't have
Ray,
to
you and I have to
focus
talk
on
about Supergirl.
the story,
do,
but they
we do.
just focus on just mainly the fan service and
Like
the whole action.
fan service
sex sort of
sells,
way.
but
I
sex
do.
sells is what it is. The
Sex
term that has
sells,
been
it's
all
literally from
this
the
term has been
series.
out for
Same thing.
100 years.
Yeah, I was just gonna say same thing.
Yeah.
It's
Same
been
thing.
out for 100
So-
years. It's like in Europe, there is literally not to get into detail, but in Europe, sex is a big thing over there. So it makes
Yes,
sense.
it's
Yeah,
on.
it
It's in
is.
commercials.
Yes. So it's that big and everything. So it makes sense. Damn, Light.
Light,
Ray, would you want to read that comment from Light?
What? Supergirl equals super trash? I mean, I don't care. It's a CW show. Y'all like what y'all like. I can't tell you not to like a CW show. CW shows they have a certain level of their own.
Yeah, some shows are good. Like
So?
what I heard, a lot of people love the 100. I cannot get into the 100, and what I heard, the 100 is one of the best shows of CW. But
I'll be
sadly,
honest.
I can't get into.
Black Lightning is the best comic book show on the CW right now. That's straight up how I feel about it.
I would agree
Right
to
now,
that.
yes.
I would agree to that since the Arrow's not airing no more. So yeah, I would agree to that.
Black Lightning is way better than Flash.
Yes,
I need Flash to get their shit together again.
They had it together and then it fell apart. Exactly.
Yep.
I used to love the Flash.
season 1, 2, and 5 best. Season 3 and 4 fell flat.
No.
Garbage, bro.
Absolute
I
trash.
just said flat. I just said not garbage, just flat.
Season 4 is the worst.
It is absolute trash.
How do you mess up
I
the
love
thinker?
Grant Gustin. I love Candace Patton. Don't you get me wrong.
Oh, Candace Patton. Oh, mama.
Trash.
Candace Patton, you're my mama right there. Oh my
They
god.
just the Thinker. They did everything possibly wrong with the Thinker. It was the
weird.
worst
I
iteration
like it.
ever.
Didn't like it.
James, why can't you just have a podcast about us supposed to talk about this already?
You know,
It
if we
just-
only
it just-
had a podcast where you and I, all
and
of us,
Ray
could
could just
talk
join
about
us
this
talking
stuff.
about comic book stuff. It just fits so perfect. We could just chat about it. You know, we had the time with quarantine and everything. We just have it perfectly. Yeah, sure. Give me more wine. And don't trip either. Don't trip either. Oh,
Hola.
okay.
Wait, what? Hold on. Wait a minute.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can I have a
Bye
refill?
bye. Bye bye.
Mine's empty.
Can I get
Yeah,
a bottle
same here,
service?
right?
Can I get bottle service too?
Yes, I like bottle service as well.
She's saying cheers too.
Hey,
She's saying cheers.
Cheers. Can we get bottle service?
Right?
Cheers. Cheers, guys. Let's go.
Clink, clink.
I'm not laughing. No. We're having a good
Otis,
time.
hey, what's up?
I'm laughing.
What's up? Welcome to the chat, man.
What up, Otis? Welcome on in.
Thank you.
What up?
We were just talking about the Flash and stuff before Mikhail had personal bottle service show up.
I didn't know that was happening. I was like, oh, okay. I consider myself. She's like, no,
Yep.
me. I'm like, okay.
Yep. So yeah, no, it's good. But no, I like CW shows. I like they are all like on the same level. Sometimes they're better than others. Like I said, like Black Lightning right now to me is the best one.
Yeah.
Like just the way it is right now. Season 2, not so much. Season 3, fantastic.
Because of you, right? I trust your guys' call. Like you guys are the ones I trust the most and everything like that. So I trust
See,
your
Otis
call.
agrees. Season 4, Flash was hot garbage. Thank
Yup.
you.
I said it
Garbage,
fell flat.
bro.
I said it fell flat.
No,
Garbage.
it fell straight to the
Oh yeah,
garbage.
because
All
the
of the
Thinker.
villains of the week were terrible.
Oh yes.
The
Well, the
entire
Thinker-
arc with the bus metas was stupid.
Oh
the
my
Thinker
God.
himself was
The
horrendous.
Thinker was stupid.
There is
How you gonna be named the Thinker and be an idiot? I don't understand it.
And plus Otis, and thank you for subscribing to us. We appreciate that.
Welcome on in, Otis.
Thank you.
for being here.
Hopefully you enjoying the podcast, the content anime lately. We give a lot of content out every day. So thank you.
arigato.
Thank
I
you.
mean, we talk about the stuff that we like, and we like comic books and we like anime. So
Yeah, so we
Right,
enjoy what we
right.
do, even though the season 4 of the Flash was flat. Now
No,
The
it
problem
was
with
garbage.
the CW shows
Garbage.
is that they're too long. The
Yeah,
CW
that's true.
shows should be
They're
16 episodes a season.
I was thinking
max.
12. I was thinking 12.
Yeah, dude.
12,
24
15.
episodes. It just leaves so much room
12?
for just filler nonsense.
That's why I would rather have 12.
12
Yep,
to 16
that's fair.
is a perfect spot. It's because the show.
12
no,
episode seasons.
No,
That's
no.
all you need.
the reason I say 12 to 16 is because Legends of Tomorrow did it very well. They had 12
Yeah.
to 16 episodes.
12 episode seasons.
12 to 16
You can tell so much better
episodes.
stories. No, why? If 16 only for extending it to a crossover. So 12 episode seasons.
Yeah.
I'm still curious how they're gonna do this year crossover. I'm really curious about that. Like without Arrow now, I'm really curious to see how's that
Well,
gonna go.
this new crossover brings in a whole new TV show.
Mhm.
Superman.
Well, they do have that. That's what I'm excited for.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Mhm.
I can't just. can't
Which
wait to
I'm not
see-
excited for at all.
I like this Superman. I just don't know what they're gonna do.
I'm really
with the
curious to see
show
how they're
because
gonna do
we have
Twilight.
we have Supergirl and they gave her all of his villains, which was weird.
Yeah, and then after
Yes,
Crisis,
so-
there's only one universe now. So
Exactly.
And
what is he
then-
gonna do? What's his
Exactly.
purpose?
What's it gonna do?
I
Because
really wanna see-
he essentially retired, and so I'm like, well, why are you coming out of retirement?
And then
Okay.
after that, and then
You're
after that,
Superman. How can you be in
Because it's like
retirement?
he was like, well, Supergirl's here, she can take care of the world. Basically, is what he said. Supergirl's here, everything's fine. And then all of a sudden, it's not fine.
and after
So-
that,
Lois gets murdered, and the crossover is Injustice.
And then-
I would
and that would
absolutely adore that. I'm not gonna
That would
lie.
be dope.
That would be great,
and then
but I
Lex
doubt it.
Luthor- And then
Yeah,
Lex
I doubt
Luthor's-
it. Yeah.
But I would love that so much.
And then Lex Luthor's mayor as well, from what we.
He's not mayor, man.
He's president.
President,
Oh,
bro.
president. Yes,
Lord. He doesn't want no mayor.
President Luthor.
Oh man. So yeah, I was like, okay.
Then hopefully this
That I
show-
did love. That I did actually really like.
And then
So-
hopefully this crossover has a spin-off for a comic book podcast in a different network. You see?
Otis,
It'll happen. It'll happen.
responds. It did have one of my favorite episodes through Flash Time.
So is no one gonna
Yes.
try Stargirl? I will absolutely try Stargirl.
Enter
I'm gonna try
Flash
it.
Time is one of my favorite episodes of the entire series. Enter Flash Time
It's great.
is so fucking cool.
It was
That
very
was
well
the
done.
only good thing
feel
to
like
come
that
out
was
of
like-
season 4.
I
It was
feel
very
like
well
That was
done.
written by real like Flash fans.
Yeah.
That's why I think
Enter Flash Time, and I think shit. No, that was in season 5. Never mind.
yeah, because season 5 had way better writing. It was way better. It was just
I don't really like season 5 that much. It's definitely better than 3 and 4
Oh,
in
yeah.
my opinion.
I'm not saying it's great,
But
it's-
I did not like the Nora storyline. I don't like
Oh, she's
Nora as a
trash.
character in the show.
I do like
she's
Nora,
written
though.
terribly.
Ah.
I do like Nora though.
But it's
yeah,
just
I know what
that-
you're saying. I know what you're saying.
how do you give Nora her grandparents to be her parents? It's just finding weird because that's a comic book thing where Nora is their granddaughter.
I mean,
Daughter.
that's easily
Time travel.
explained because
Yeah.
Savitar is not
Yep.
Barry Allen in the
Uh-huh.
comics, so that
Yeah, I know.
doesn't matter. Future
Yep.
Flash is completely
You
different,
know-
so that's fine.
No,
Yeah.
changing stuff like that is fine, but when it's not executed well, is when it's just mess up the whole storyline.
And-
Like, okay,
And
you
levels
try-
like that, time travel is never fully explained well.
Oh yeah,
And so it's just used as a plot device.
Yes.
And so they make
Because I mean,
sense of it
Barry
when
has
they
changed the timeline so much. So instead of Dawn being his daughter, now it's Nora.
yeah.
Mhm.
So
It is what it
It
is.
makes total
No more-
sense
like,
with
you
this.
don't have the twins anymore. It's just Nora. Yeah.
Because in season 5, when they go back in time and they talk to
Harrison
Thawne,
Wells. Yeah.
he's like, Dawn?
want. Uh-huh.
And then he's like, no, Nora, because the timeline's different.
And after
Yeah,
he said,
and-
and after he
Because
said,
the
"Oh,
timeline
I
he's
will s-
from,
so
Dawn is his daughter.
Thawne was like the best part of that show. For
I mean,
the
he still
longest
is.
time. I mean, I
Wells.
know.
Wells
Wells
is
is
always-
fantastic.
he's
That dude. He like
Tom
made that.
Cavanaugh
He's
is
the
the
best
real
actor.
MVP.
I feel like I love Grant, but like Kavanaugh is like he is the Flash. If you ask
He's
me, like
ultimate.
that,
He
he is
is
that
the
The
show.
only character that he did that I did not like is Sherlock.
Oh,
I
yes.
did.
That was such a weird thing.
It's just like, dude, the accent.
it was
Stop.
so weird.
Stop it.
But he
The-
makes that show.
the two
does.
best characters throughout the whole show is Joe West and Tom Cavanaugh."
I mean, Joe West is TV's best dad. Period.
He is TV's best dad. He is.
He was in the show NCIS, right? Was it in NCIS? Was it?
Was he?
I don't know.
I think
I
he was
really
in the
don't
show
know.
NCIS. I
I
was.
think I would remember his face because I love NCIS.
Yeah,
That's one of
'cause,
my favorite TV shows.
He was, I think he was the mayor of the cops, something like that. He was on one of the cops.
Mhm.
Can't remember.
Now I have to look that up.
You know what I would actually like? So, to round it out, you know how Marvel gave Madhouse the anime, like the licensing for some characters from Marvel?
Yeah.
Yes.
I want that to happen with some DC characters real bad. And the Flash would be a perfect one to get an anime. Like a true
Oh,
anime
That
Yes.
animation
would be
amazing.
so
Oh,
badass.
He was in.
Yes, dude.
it would be so good. A
Joe
Flash
West-
anime would be amazing.
Joe was in Law and Order.
Oh,
Law and Order.
Okay.
Yeah.
Law
all
and
right.
Order.
Nice,
us
nice, nice.
You know, because both of those shows are very.
I also
old and
think
long.
that people would finally like Superman if he was an anime character.
I do agree
Maybe?
because
I think that people truly would like Superman if he was an anime character.
For Superman, I enjoy him a lot. And
I love
to
Superman.
resonate
We
him-
all know this about
yeah.
me. At least you should know. I love Superman. I love Superman.
I love Superman more once I found out that he had Jonathan Kent as his son. And
So you
everything
liked
like
him as a dad,
that.
exactly?
Because it's something that you can relate to, other than him being a immigration person from a different planet where he don't have his green card and everything like that.
So I mean,
Oh,
let's.
okay.
This is the last thing I'm gonna say about like DC stuff or comic stuff for a minute. The best Superman stories are also the best Clark Kent stories.
Mhm.
Yes.
Agreed.
That's it.
Yeah, you can't deny that.
So,
no.
That's it.
I
Alright,
totally agree.
guys, let's wrap this up. Ray, James, can you please give us your plugs?
James, who are you and where can I watch your amazing content?
And maybe if you do a spin-off from this podcast that you guys hear about comic book stuff and network. And what type of network do you have?
Is this
and
peer
website?
pressure? I think this is peer pressure.
I mean, we just gave our live chat.
It is, but I
sample.
see it as motivation.
Yeah, well, you see, people want to know about comic book stuff and have a conversation about it. You know, see them for the Flash is garbage. I think what spin-off would you be having?
Oh,
Anytime
they said
soon or next
Supergirl
week?
was trash. That's different.
Yeah, and you know, Black Lightning.
Season 4 of Flash was trash. So.
Yeah,
Trash.
So James,
But
where-
you guys can find absolutely everything that I do on careful4spoilers.com. You'll find all of the podcasts on the Careful for Spoilers podcast network, all of our articles, all of our social media, and who knows, you know, you watch this podcast enough, let us know in the comments. We'll create a whole new show just talking about comic book movies, comic book shows. Let us know. I would love to do it.
we would love to do it. You will see our same faces there in another comic book show.
If I didn't already have so much to do, it's
Right?
gonna be great.
That's why I haven't done it yet.
I know.
Yeah, like
Maybe
it's
we'll
like-
do a bi-
it's like we
maybe
don't
we'll do
have
a
a perfect-
bi-weekly kind of thing or something like that.
maybe.
Yeah.
Bi-weekly.
I am willing to try.
Like James,
I really want to.
you know,
same.
if you have a live show, you don't have to do any type of editing work like this. You see?
Yeah.
Sold. Sold.
Actually,
it's
you know
helpful.
what? Yeah, that sounds great. Actually,
You
That-
see?
Yeah.
It is helpful.
If anything, how about this? We do a
Mhm.
bi-weekly of the anime lately, and then we do then another week of the CW shows and comic books and stuff.
We will talk about that behind the scenes.
Yeah.
But Ray, where
Behind
can,
the scenes, it's already out there.
Because
anyway.
I don't want to take away from anime lately.
yeah,
That's
but
true.
Ray, where
And
will
we
the good
love
people
anime.
find you? What games would you be playing that's not hentai?
Oh, what?
What? Wait, what?
Oh, okay. Anyway, hi, I'm Rayapollo, Rayapollo, no space. And no, I love to play video games. I stream them weekly on twitch.tv/Rayapollo. And currently I'm playing Divinity Original Sin 2. So I love RPGs and JRPGs. The next big anime game, I'm not even sure what it is, but we play My Heroes One Justice 2. We had a good time. It was fun. I'm looking forward to the next one that's not a One Piece game because I'm not caught up yet. So we'll get there eventually. And I need to. This is my call out to any aspiring manga artist. You have a story that we have not talked about yet here on the podcast. I would like to know about it. Share this with your friends if
We
you
would.
know who they are. We want to know. I want to talk about it here. We want to have a good time. I like to read these. Like I said, I will support you. If you have something to buy, I will buy it. I bought a Kai. If I can buy God Punch, I'll buy God Punch. I want to support you. I want to read about it. Let me know. Straight up. Hit us up on Twitter. Absolutely.
Follow us on Twitter. All the links are down below in the description. Rayapollo, Careful Spoiler, Sam the Mega Man, Legendary Vash, Anime Lily, DM us, and we will contact you. We will have a conversation with you, and we'll talk about it. We will read it any way possible. And hopefully you guys enjoy my family, my interesting behind the scenes.
You get to see some.
I didn't expect this
Great
episode to
quality
be
content.
to be the way it is. Hopefully you was entertained. Watch the VOD. Comment down below what you thought about this interesting late night hours. Now see why we go live sometimes, because it just gets more random stuff that you don't even expect to get. So hopefully you guys enjoy this.
That's the
Follow-
fun part.
Follow us on our Twitch as well. We twitching more, live streaming more games, playing Final Fantasy 7 for my first time. I've never played any of the series. Sam is also behind the scenes, talking while playing everything. So please enjoy if you like it. Follow us on Twitter. We'll tell you when we're live, what day we're going live, everything. So we'll keep you updated on time, everything. So hopefully you guys enjoy. Twitch.tv/anime as well. So other than that, thank you for following us, everything. Sam, take it away.
Guys, you know I'm reading a lot of manga. If you want to talk about manga series that I haven't read about, I'll read it. I'll catch up to it. We could talk about it on our Discord server in the description down below in our comments. And I'm doing more anime VODs now, anime reaction stuff now for more animes for sure.
Spring
And,
season.
Yeah, for spring season because I have nothing else better to do inside. So
Sadly,
I mean, I can-
sadly, until we don't know when JoJo's coming back. But the JoJo edit will be the next one this Friday coming out. So I'll say that right now. But until JoJo, we don't know. So other than that, JoJo pose.
Jojo, they don't know. No.
Thank you guys for watching. Have a good night, guys. Peace.
I don't have a lamb sauce button. Where's the lamb sauce?
Watch hentai.